Am I live or am I live? Meow to you too, IA. Time to continue the reading sesh. How are you, II? I already did my clicking. To be honest, I played some HA3 before this. Let's see, side. And I'm gonna be honest, that game is confusing as fuck. It's just like PGR. Does not cure, does not like... No mercy for people that didn't play it in a while. Even though it gives like returnee rewards, you wanna go back to continue the story where you left off, and for some reason the current target in the story is like final part of the chapter you're playing. Like skipping the parts you didn't finish. The game straight like spoils you in the eyes, bro. That was not a pleasant experience, I'm gonna be honest. Alright, banquet. Be right here after refilling some supplies. I got some coke. Gotcha equals confusion. Gotcha equals credit card swipe. Alright, this is Chrome's second interlude, I guess, for his new costume. I wonder what the hell else they thought about Chrome. So, stepping back into the Smith estate, Chrome feels an odd sense of nostalgia. He has never returned home with this sensation in the past. Since becoming a construct, his home has been the lounge he shares with Strikehawk. His communications with John have mostly been done through his comms. The furniture in the estate looks identical to how it was when he left. Even the vases and framed paintings have not moved an inch. It is as if his home and the person living in it have frozen in time together, in a fittingly cold, indifferent house. Mobile card swipe equals mobile PvP games? Well, as far as I know, Uma Musume is a gacha as well. You know how hard it is to what you call it, in the Taurus Cup to go into Group A? That game is filled with sweats and whales, bro. It's impossible to PvP. Facial scans completed, confirming identity. Identity confirmed. Construct Chrome. Welcome back, service bot R2. R2D2? Look, it's this old frame. Right, I'm back. Mr. Smith is waiting for you in the study. Understood, thank you. Smiles. Don't you hate Mr. Smith? He smiles at the robot, and before he leaves for the study, he lays his hand on top of its dome-shaped head, gently giving it a pat. Mr. Smith! Yo, Dectors. Hello, Dectors. How are you? Have a great time. Have a great time too, bro. I've heard about the specialized frame from Nicola. The risk it possesses is still too difficult to gauge. And it comes with complicated baggage. I think it's best for you to put your attention elsewhere before the technology is mature. Stop getting sidetracked and learn to identify what is worthwhile, like how I taught you. Do you miss me? Miss all of you guys. I'm actually here to talk about that. Gacha is just a model of payment, but there are games to blame. I've decided to take part in the specialized frame experiment. Specialized frame experiment. You don't want to stay as a construct captain. You don't want to stay as a construct captain of a scout team forever, do you? You're my son. You'll enter the administration eventually, so you have to start preparing for the day when you stop being a construct and become someone that actually matters. Is that even possible? What is Smith talking about? Chrome looks down and swipes his hand over the table, and a holographic projection of a chessboard appears above it. Pardon me, Mr. Smith, would you play a game of chess with me? What is this? Dectors, do you still love me? I don't love you, Dectors, you're toxic. Like, you know, in life you do some mistakes that you can never, like, Repair? You did that one. You did that one. You can never repair our relationship, Dectors. You can love everybody in the chat, but me, I know who you are. I will leave you with Valics for a while. I don't think he will stay for long. I don't think you've seen me fight on the field, have you? You're talking about those pointless missions. I'm too busy to read those reports. Smith is too busy to read reports. I changed, trust me, I won't trust you. Words, actions speak louder than words. Do you know that Cell Dweller song, Dectors? I love no one, hey, at least love yourself. I only care about the results. So he's reading just the results. And I already played you in the past, remember? Twice we have played and twice you have lost. Look, Chromie is like Dectors, he's like, trust me bro, I improved. I have been practicing and improving since then, but you haven't given me another chance to prove myself. I can love things, not people. I don't like wasting my time. What if I say that this is the first game between us? What do you mean? You're no longer playing Langston, you'll be playing Chrome. I want to show you how I think and, if I can, what I've been thinking. He frowns. The many questions you have for me will also be answered by this game. I hope you won't be embarrassing yourself. Chrome nods in courtesy before gesturing for John to be the white player and make the first move. John thinks for a second before issuing his command. Pawn e2 to e4. The classic. The projection of the chess piece advances on the board. This is how he started the first time we played. Everybody starts with from e2 to e4. I love both. Both who? I need to sip some more of this sugary water, man. Pawn e7 to e5. Same shit, they're doing the mirror. They're doing the mirror match. Do you still remember? I remember every game we played, what, 2 games? Staring at Chrome, John issues another command. Chrome stares back and responds in a relaxed manner. The black pawn moves to d6, forming a line of defense. You've been playing the exact moves as before. So have you. I thought you would change. The way you want me to? Not the time yet. What is he gonna do? It is an opulent display, people in lavish clothes walking between tables laid with the finest food and the freshest flowers, their chatters and stale laughter bouncing in the room, reverberating in his audio system. It's already a construct. Yes, this is a flashback. As if a reenactment of a time long past, this place looks just like a feast of the Golden Age. While many are fighting with their lives on the front line, some are here at the topmost level of Eden, living luxuriously, no different from how they did on Earth. But for you, oh, he meant both people and things. Full to be full of love, but I can't afford this state anymore. Oh my god, you sound like an anime protagonist, bro. Like an anime baddie. Now you can, I'm still with you, and don't worry, today I will stay until the end of time. I miss Valics. IA needs your help more than me, Dectors. I'm good. Some people go to hell, while others go to heaven. The dissonance makes the young man frown. He should not be here. The smell of gunpowder burning in barrels, the feeling of the mud in the trenches, the pain of his skin tearing when engaging an enemy. That is the life he knows now. Instead, he is wearing a suit that does not match his station, standing in an indulgent hotel ballroom coated in gold, holding a glass of wine someone handed him. He is a construct. He does not drink or eat. Langston. His wandering thoughts return, and he finds John Smith looking at him. My apologies, Mr. Smith. Follow me. I can't. After my serve, I can hate. After my serve, I can hate, and this state is much productive. I can be rather chill or hateful, not full of love. What do you mean after you serve? Do you have work? John does not scold him for spacing out. Fellas, I'm here. Hello, Rojak. Welcome. How are you? John does not scold him for spacing out. He just leads Chrome into the crowd. Chrome stares at John's back before leaving the wine glass on the table and catching up. They are a Babylonia officer and councilman. They've been hoping to meet you. Two middle-aged men nod at John in appreciation before turning their attention to Chrome. Yo, who's this guy? Langston Smith, I've heard a lot about you. Leading an elite team to locate and help destroy 23 corrupted clusters, taking back 5 major bases. Being a decorated soldier and a chief from the FOS Military Command College, I expect nothing less from the son of John Smith. Need to pass 1 year, serve an army. Your army is that bad? I heard your army is pretty bad. It's the service. I'm sure it comforts you to know that you have a worthy successor, Mr. Smith. You're too kind. There's still much I need to learn. Humility is a virtue, though one rarely found one on a Smith, I must admit. The officer laughs as he claps Chrome on the shoulder, his gaze slightly drifting with a hint of hesitation. I was curious how the Smith boy would turn out to be. I wasn't expecting that he actually went and turned into a construct. I guess that's the end of him getting any real power. I suppose this is the end of the line for the Smiths. What else can he do? Gamble his legacy on a construct? Valics, I'm angry. Did you not qualify, Rojak? I qualified yesterday. Yesterday at night, I wait for the ticket, and I don't remember if I showed you which horses I use. I use like a special wick, a gold ship, and an evil nature, and just by random chance, I got like 3 wins. But today for me is still like round 2 for Group B. We'll know. I don't know. We'll see how Group A goes. I think once you qualify, the next day you're going to Group A. How was your journey, Rojak? The constructs are just puppets without a human. You didn't? Today's your last chance, bro. You can spend some of those sweet carrots to have multiple tries. Do you see? As remarkable as you may be, what you can obtain as a construct is limited. You've always been a smart boy. You should know what I'm talking about. The war will be over one day. This guy is so optimistic. Have you thought about what awaits the constructs once their duty is fulfilled? I've always taught you to look to the future while watching the present. You should be thinking about what happens afterwards. For thousands of years I lay dormant. Who has disturbed my... Your what? Hello, surprise dog. How are you? This has to be the worst event I ever played in any game. Yeah, we were just talking, bro. Like, my experience, well, it feels like everybody in that event is a fucking sweat or a whale, man. No way people, like, sweated this much to make their horses. That's unbelievable. Where are all the casuals Uma Musume players, man? What the hell? The Smiths think further than everyone else. That is how we have survived and thrived until now through all... Excuse me. That is how we survived and thrived until now through all kinds of calamities. We do not care about bloodlines. What we care about is the legacy of our name. So, human or construct, you are the successor of John Smith. That will never change. Fine with losing to Wells, that's not an issue, but the random mood shit? Yeah, the random mood is shit. Well, that's why they give you like 3 chances, you know? You have like, what, 15 races? Qualify? Me and Rojak yesterday encountered some unique individuals. Huh? Well, go on. Go on, dog. All you have to do is move forward and complete your tasks flawlessly. Show me what your future is. You've picked the path of a construct. It means you have to work for it even harder. It means you will find even more difficulties and hard decisions ahead of you. Nicola mentioned your performance outside City 075, lowest construct casualties, highest threat removal rate, all under your lead. You even managed to update Babylonia on the red tide despite the signal interference. And the mission before that, you have completed them. You have completed them all perfectly, irreproachable. But do these small victories satisfy you? I was simply doing my job as a construct. My current teammates, have you become that I forgot how to pronounce this. Gullible after knowing those constructs? John looks at the busy, bustling ballroom in the background and continues. This is the real world, Chrome. Past or present, power is the only thing that matters. During the Great Evacuation, the most invaluable supply ships and the most exceptional soldiers were used to transport meaningless junk, simply because those junk belonged to people with power. Do you find it ridiculous? But if it weren't for the sponsorship of those people in power, constructs wouldn't have been created and Babylonia wouldn't even lift off. There is no era when you can ignore the profits power brings. You should understand what to abandon by now and what duty you should have accepted long ago. Enough with playing house, time to get back on track. Even Ultra is tame compared to them? Really? Very sad about Valics, he didn't trust me. Once I dreamt that we were dear to each other, I woke to find that we were stranger. Yeah, that course, like, the doors of my heart are forever closed to you and there's nothing you can do about that. They were Ultra plus 10. What stream you found them like in a random PGR stream or something? PvP RPG? Huh? Love Guild Wars 2? I can't relate to that, I also can't relate to that. PvP RPG equals I don't play. Alright, bro. With that, John leaves Chrome and walks away. Abandon your past, you have no need of it anymore. Also, it troubles me, like, you found some guys that are Ultra plus 10? Like that bad? I wonder how young are they? His father left him with the same parting silhouette back then. What happens after we win? Truly, I have not thought about that. Someone has asked him a similar question, he thinks. This was what he answered. Will Kamui really do as he said and go play all the games he is interested in? Even trying to make a living out of it? Or become a streamer? Kamui the streamer? Regardless of his plans, Wanshi will finally get to take a good rest without getting dragged into a mission from his sleeping pod in the middle of the sleep. Kids love him. Maybe he can return to his old department and continue his career before the war. He was good at it. From Chrome's perspective, they all come with infinite possibilities. But will the future after they win turn out as perfect as they imagine? The faces of the powerful elites float to the top of Chrome's mind once more. In terms of PvP, it was fun, though it's not every day I find someone with same opinion on games as me. Say you can't relate or you can relate to that. I hate any team PvP game. I do only 1v1s. Cough cough Tekken. The real world is it. All he can see is a charade, its foundation crumbling at any second. That is not the world I'm living in. He quickly scans the room and soon notices something strange and concerning among the crowds. So we're gonna have a lot of flashback while they are playing chess, huh? Black knight moves to c6. White pawn advances 1 square to c2. Bishop c8 to g4. Your intention to attack is obvious. You used to be less aggressive. Those sharp edges of yours will make you a target. All you did was expose this area of me to attack. Haven't I taught you to lay low and wait for the right opportunity to strike? The white queen moves to b3 with John's command, her threat plain as day. Unless I am equipped to handle what happens next. I too am capable of noticing the possible traps. Chrome signals the black queen to move to d7, protecting the pawn on f7. That is cool, bro. You might think I've shown my weakness, but my position might not be as penetrable as you thought. Where's Asimov? Why isn't he here? Didn't we invite him specifically? I heard he's working on something about a specialized frame, probably too busy for this. Are they talking about Glory? When was the last time you saw him at a place like this anyway? Touché. But the Science Council is paying a lot of attention to his little project. It could turn out to be something important. If it were up to Nikola, he would have invented all kinds of terrifying weapons. If we don't keep him in check, your better weapons mean a better chance to reclaim Earth, but to them, something uncontrollable is hardly worth the trouble. What is this, like the deep state party, bro? I heard some councilmen propose a bill to increase our hold on the constructs, but President Hassan rejected it for humanitarian grounds. Oh yeah, they have a working stock market. Played PvP RPGs in the past, but they are dead. It was extremely horrible because all the Umamusume YouTubers made 1,000 videos telling people how to mid-max this event. Yeah, where are all the casual players, man? Not blaming them because hindsight is 2020. I blame them. 200 people online. Humanitarian grounds, honestly, do they still count as humans? Wasn't the bill proposed because of that incident, the way the construct lost control? Yo, Kurt Kramer, hello Kurt Kramer, finished grinding for Augusta? Who is Augusta? What game? From what game is that, bro? I heard some civilians were hurt because of that. The chatter from the guest not far from him has caught Chrome's attention. He looks at them, his head tilted. The construct lost control. Didn't hear anything about that when I was in the base. No construct has been punished for assaults either. It's a severe problem if a human is attacked by a construct. Could someone be spreading this rumor intentionally? At this stage, exploiting a construct to push for one's agenda is a desperate last resort. Anyone in a position of power would be foolish to do something this self-sabotaging. On the other hand, Chrome understands constructs well enough to know that deviating mind in regular military construct is nigh impossible in a place like Babylonia without external stimuli. Something is afoot. Thinking that he needs more information, Chrome proceeds to find John on the other end of the ballroom. Mr. Smith, there's something about... Mr. John Smith? Councilman Tram wishes to talk to you about the project regarding restarting the central purification filter in CT089. I see. John turns and looks at Chrome. If you want information, you need to look for it yourself. John follows the servant away and leaves Chrome after his parting words. As John walks away, something that Chrome has been ignoring becomes bluntly clear. Even when the humans on Babylonia know little to nothing about the process of becoming a construct, it is impossible that no one knows about his transformation due to who his father is. After all, there is nothing better to gossip about than the rich and powerful screwing up. Shifting his back to the room, Chrome can feel gazes upon gazes fixated on him, but they all dart away the moment he turns to look. He adjusts his audio module and listens in on the chatter of the crowds. Look, isn't that... Why is there a construct here? Shush, didn't you hear what Smith just said? It's still his seat, so keep your voice down. But why dress like a human when he's already a construct? Who can tell what the high and mighty thinks? Anyway, better to stay away from him. Right, lest he loses it like the construct earlier. Humans in Babylonia rarely come into contact with constructs, so where do their impression of constructs come from? I just want my 1000 carats, nothing else. I'm already at peace with the realization I won't get Narita Brian. Streets, not echoes. Hello RJ, I ate that course. What game is Augusta from, man? I ought to investigate. He's out to investigate. Good. Crom straightens his collar and heads toward the talking guests. With a polite smile, he salutes the embarrassed-looking crowd. About what you just said, would you mind telling me more about it? Ooh. Classified Laboratory B3, Babylonia. Footsteps approach from the empty, expansive hall outside. With a light ring of acknowledgement from the retinal scanner, the heavy doors to the laboratory slide open. Oh, Vuva! Oh, that game. The lights from the corridor outside illuminate the dark room. A young researcher is sitting between an array of glowing monitors, and he squints toward the door. What's the result? Based on the previous test, Lucia has indeed retrieved all her memories. See? See? Oh, they just like teasing me with this fucking plot point, don't they? They just love doing it. Her mind has been stable so far with no sign of deviation. Well, no shit. Tell me, Asimov, you knew from the start there ain't gonna be no fucking consequences, right? In her frame. She doesn't seem to have any problem using the plume frame either. That it. That it. They completely decided to retcon this. Wavu, Mario noises? How about this? The instability we saw before has greatly improved as well. As of now, the plume frame is more or less fully realized, functioning the way I designed it to be. Oh, no shit, man. Bravo, Asimo, you did a great job. In that case, we can finally move on to the next stage of the specialized frame project. Ooh. Asimov. Valics, you there, bro? I'm there. You know who is not there? The consequences of chapter 12. Is there a problem? The draft of the next specialized frame is just about complete with the data I have got from Plume. There are simply not enough samples and data on specialized frames for me to reference, and unlike Plume, this new frame has no compatible data from an original source. We will be facing many complications even when we are just trying to get someone to adapt to it. May I ask who did comment about the consequence of chapter 12? All the chat did. They were like, you have to play chapter 12. The game will change drastically after that. And it didn't. Also, the game itself said that when they were changing the Lucia's frame from Lotus to Plume or some shit, Asimov was like, she will lose all her memories, it will be so bad that things will never be the same. He was like, there will be consequences. Hold up, I got you. And you know what happened after that? There were no consequences. This is Asimov.
You want to die, buddy? There will be consequences!
That's how it should have been, but it wasn't like that. And now he's like, oh, I actually did a good job. I'm so good at my job, there were no consequences. The research has already hit a bottleneck. If we want to move on the next stage, I need an exceptional construct with mind stability way above average. I need to find someone who matches the criteria and is willing to volunteer. I'll leave it to you then. Yo, fighting node, let's go. Martyrs. Oh, we're gonna see dead people? You know the movie Martyrs? Don't look it up, don't Google it. The game continues on the chessboard. The white knight maintains its advances while the black pieces defend. C4 to F7. h6 to takes f7. Queens b3 to b7. Queen. And now the black knight on c6 on the rook and the rook on a8 are both threatened by the white queen. Chrome will have to sacrifice one of them. The black side has already lost 2 pawns and a knight. So what will your choice be? Chrome concentrates on the board, knowing that this is a challenge his father set up for him. If I can't come up with the best solution, I won't be able to convince him. I won't be able to convince myself. With that thought in mind, he reaches out to the chessboard. The holographic chessboard only requires voice inputs to move the pieces, but Chrome decides to pick up the projection of 1. What he is about to do will put the rook on the right in a dangerous position. The blue glow of the projected piece shimmers between his fingers, and Chrome puts it down firmly on the board. And a boom. The only consequence was the war of chapter 13 and Lucia no longer coudere. Wasn't it chapter 12? The war was in chapter 12, wasn't it? When they switched the war in Kowloon is chapter 12, isn't it? Chapter 13, what the fuck was chapter 13? Chapter 13 was the virus attack on Babylonia and Babylonia falling down. Chapter 13 was cool. There was no war in 13. We went to a base of the Ascendants and fought a big monster and connected to Luna. I also started playing FGO again, the grind is real. Delete that game, Kurt Kramer. That game is not healthy. You should start playing Horse Girls. The grenade from the corrupted lands less than 50 meters away from the base, sending shattered stones across the defense line. Watch your back, keep your eyes open. Squad 1, pay attention to where the corrupted are, don't let them cross the defense line. This is the last place we can stop them. Following the captain's command, a few constructs rush forward and open fire on the approaching corrupted. A white shadow suddenly flashes by, with lightning catapulting the corrupted away with the stroke of a scythe. Stay back! Squad 2 Captain, please take your team back to the CPF. You are... Captain Chrome from Strikehawk. We've cleared the corrupted from C2 to C4. Oh, C2 to C4. Is that a chessboard reference? And we're here to back you up. If we retreat now, the corrupted will take over the area. They won't. There are facilities from the post-pandemic age in this area. If we lure all the corrupted here, we can launch an EMP strike. But if you don't leave in time, the constructs will also get affected. How do you know about this? Retreat first, I'll cover you. Let me play. No, it's fun seeing my white Kiara after 2 years and my daughter Abigail and my mistress Karma. Oh yeah, you weren't here, Kurt Kramer. Before streaming this, I was playing HI3. And I was disappointed right from the start. God, I love hating on video games. I'm surprised by how much of a hater I am, bro. I'm surprising myself. The thing is, I wanted to continue story from where it started, but because it doesn't have like chapter selection anymore, you basically have like little open worlds. I go to the little open world and go to my active mission, like active mission in the little open world, and it turned out that active mission was the ending of the chapter I did not finish, bro. And they started spoiling me from the start. Can you believe that shit, bro? I bet they took all the good people who did HI3, the greatest gacha game of all time, and made them work for Genshin Impact or HSR and ZZZ. Maybe gacha ain't for you? All I want is a little bit of consistency, man. Oh, you want me to tell you how much I hate Tekken 8, Kurt Kramer? I haven't booted FGO since I failed getting knock from summer event a month ago, but after the shift that was the cup in an Uma Musume, I'll boot it today. No, we're losing Uma Musume players to FGO. That's unbelievable, man. That's unbelievable. Other PGR win, huh? Well, maybe if I played that HI3 with chat and they would like backseat game me on how to not get spoiled of reinstalling the game after 2 years of a pause. Maybe that wouldn't be a HI3L, you know what I mean? Squad 2 is too depleted and needs to be able to withdraw quietly without too much engagement. The remaining corrupted must be destroyed here before the reinforcements come. Why am I playing this old frame, bro? Ah, shit, wrong button. Bam, 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 bam. I also played a bit of ZZZ. ZZZ was cool. I like the immersion in that game. That game is really immersive. It's bad that you can't like reset your account in ZZZ, because I would like to try start that game from the beginning, but I don't want to lose my account. The Kurt, who's the servant that made you come back? Yeah, who is it, bro? The threat in this area has been eliminated. Squad 2, report your evacuation status and location. Or evac task disrupt implement. The communication signal is lost. Simulate their route based on the terrain and the corrupted distribution. Narrow down their coordinates. That way. That way? Oh, and that's all the gameplay we get. Captain, we've made contact with the squad near the dead zone. They're heading for the rendezvous in Zone C. Retreat route secured. Ready to receive the squad. By the way, guys, dude, when a lot of you like said you want like an open world PGR. Do you want it the way HA3 made it? Like, you know, a fair area of an open world with side quests and shit, and enemies in it, and you know, all that good stuff. Because when I started playing it, that was one of the thoughts I had. I came back because I finally found out how to recover my account. It was my PGR guildmates who trying to get Summer Kiara in RAM. I had her, was kinda sad when I didn't recover it, was about to start new. You start a new one, that's a pain. Like I wanted a new account in ZZZ because I basically just finished the prologue last time I played. Now we just have to make sure that Squad 2 can meet with the retreating team. Based on what we arranged, they should have retreated by now. This is Chrome from Strikehawk. Squad 2, please respond. I'm at the rendezvous. Please approach the target location ASAP. Forget it. I'm the only one left. Question mark, exclamation mark. Squad 2 is down. I'm carrying out my commandant's last order. What order? I wasn't notified. Blow up the factory. To do so, I have to lure as many corrupted here as possible. Understood. You still have enough time to retreat after the explosives are primed. I'll meet you as we planned. That won't be necessary. This is the end of the line for me. What are you talking about? There's still time. This time I live. What about next time? Will I still be that lucky next time? If you can't move because you're hurt, just stay where you are. I'm coming to get you. Chrome, take a look around you. Look at the collapsed walls and ruins. Look at how all breathing things are surviving on food and rusted cans and water and filthy pools. Fight all we want, but the virus is always a step ahead of us. I can feel it, Chrome. It's... Damn, he's smart. Damn, he has a gut feeling. A teammate from my last squad is still lying in the construct maintenance department. I haven't seen him step out of that room since he was wounded in our last mission. Sometimes I think I'll never get to see him again. Like, I will never get to see the day we win this war. We will win. A bitter chuckle comes through the comms amidst the buzzing from signal interference. Even if we live to see the day we win, there won't be a future for us, will there? Don't those humans on Babylonia know about the sacrifices we've made here on the surface? Do they care? Yes, they don't. Congrats on getting it back. Yeah. Then I got the message from support. Then I just pulled whoever I want currently. Pulled Summer Kiara. Early wanted Murasaki. So for your question, Valics, no, we want something similar to Persona, I guess. Well, isn't that Persona? Isn't that Persona-like? I guess ZZZ is more Persona-like than HA3's open world. HA3 is very like bare-bone basic, which is strange considering they did ZZZ. They would like took some, you know, some stuff from ZZZ and put it in HA3, but I think it just won't work. Then HA3 is just not that kind of game. Open world but divided in stages and locals. Well, yeah. Not too open. Not too open. So it's like Yakuza? Yakuza and Persona? Well, I don't really care about semi-open world, just give me my character and skin. Well, that's an answer. I respect that. Perform well, the future of Earth lies on your shoulders. Bring home some medals, yeah, I'm sure your father will be pleased. You. To them, we're just tools. Even if our bodies are decimated by the corrupted, we can still fight as long as our minds are intact. But we have to risk losing our memories, forgetting why we fight, forgetting those we love. I become a construct because someone wanted me to. But it's been so long since I've seen that person. Have you not lost a teammate before? Don't you know how the big shots feel about those constructs who are heavily wounded or even sacrificed? This is so strange, because basically constructs are former humans. Like, why would you be so racist to them, bro? I guess, what's that saying? Be careful what you wished for? I wanted a little bit of racism towards constructs, but this is too much, man. What happened to the original squad, Mr. Smith? They're no longer deployable. Don't worry about that for now. The Science Council will handle it based on the circumstances. Can they return to the battlefield? They'll return to where they belong. That's how wars go. If surviving the war is already too much for us to wish for, what hope do we have when it comes to living after it? Unintelligible mumbles come through his comms, the mourning of a person who can no longer move with the weight on his shoulders. I really am so very tired. This isn't that bad a way to go. Almost there. Full of supplies. What did I miss? Some HI3 talk. And some wishes of open world in PGR. And I was taken aback by the racism towards construct in this game, and I said, like, be careful what I wish for. John Smith, I just realized this is the name Sid Kagenu used for his character during that heist arc something, huh? Hate the no internet thing in the shops. No internet thing in the shops. Oh, we weren't outside. Chrome knows that nothing he can say will comfort the construct on the other end. All he can do now is run as fast as he can towards the construct's direction. Sparks fly as his frame runs at maximum speed. The cooling system inside struggling to keep up with the heat it is generating. A single misstep now means a devastating fall. The cooling system is not enough, and mobility just a little faster. It's an honor to talk to you in my last moments. I respect you. I've heard that you volunteered. I thought you were just another perfect facade, right? Facade? The folks at the top created to comfort us. But the things you've done have changed my mind. I respect it. You could have lived a comfortable life on Babylonia. If it were you, maybe. The construct voice slowly fades, barely audible. I swear Umamuse ruined the word sparks for me. Come on, man. Didn't you get any 3 spark yet? I should be able to get there quickly from here. Now is not the time to be overcome by emotions. He has to act to prevent something like this from happening again. Chrome crashes into the factory, frantically searching for any ally signal in the area. Eventually, he finds a construct lying in the corner of an assembly workshop. Eyes closed, the construct is no longer conscious. His frame is still running in preservation mode. It's not too late. This is Chrome from Strikehawk. Target found. I repeat, target found. We're coming back. 2 spark speed for the win. Hey, 2 spark is pretty good. 2 spark ain't that bad, man. I'm deleting all my horses with like 1 spark, but I'm keeping the 2 sparks. If I didn't want Orferve and Satona and Tamamo, I wouldn't continue after that, honestly. Damn, the harsh game, the harsh PvP experience of Uma Musume and what it does to motherfuckers. Sparks is a swear word in Xenoblade. Xenoblade Chronicles? What's that game named? It's an RPG, right? How do they use it as a swear, bro? I can't imagine. Standing before the door of the construct maintenance department, Chrome stares at the room. Lights up. Chrome stares as the room lights up, and he clutches his fists. Yo, Ellie fist clutch? Why did you come? I won't let my people die in front of me. We can't escape the fate of being abandoned. You might have saved me this time, but the humans will still throw me away in the future. Why wouldn't you just let me die there and then? Bro, I almost forgot the times when there was no this racism to constructs. I do remember I was complaining like, bro, why the constructs are so well accepted, and then somehow in some chapter it was like, bam! Everybody hates construct now. It happened seamlessly. I didn't notice when they started like going so deep into this team. I don't mind harsh PvP. I mind getting bad mood on 2 of my horses in 3 out of 5 races in every attempt. Yeah, it's the RNG effect, right? It's not just pure skill. They had to throw in some RNG there. I was also very, very frustrated when I saw that you can't use the perfect parfaits, bro. I was grinding, I was buying those perfect parfaits for like since the game released, and turns out they're fucking useless. I can use them only for like the legendary meetings, which is winning ticket now, and the time trials. Nothing else. All those monies, bro. I could have upgraded some of my horses. Elites are always welcome, but not all constructs are elites. I won't let that happen. Why? Because I'm an invaluable tool? Does it cost Babylonia too much to lose another one of us? You should see what the people in the maintenance department are like. Take a look at how they treat the wounded. A member of my team was a doctor there. He once said, "You matters because you are you. You matters because you are you." Constructs are commons from Babylonia who have no talents or skills. They were still people. Like, they're not androids like in Nier Automata, right? Who are just born robots. I respect if a whale win against me, but I lose someone with nothing but C status because of Moody's bullshit. I wouldn't respect even a whale. Fuck the whales. I mean, thank you for keeping the game alive, but fuck you. I saved you because you were you, and that reason is more than enough. Never give up your life so easily, even when you are a construct. Doesn't matter what our bodies are made of, a life is priceless either way. I will not watch a teammate die, and I will not accept a future where constructs are tossed aside. Hey, you are. A familiar face suddenly appears before Chrome, his right arm secured in front of his chest. Quad 2 Captain. I can't believe you'd remember me. Well, really? After that long dialogue? They were the Theseus paradox. I respect it. Yeah, I respect. I can't believe you'd remember me. Noticing Chrome's gaze on his broken arm, the construct captain laughs and waves his functional hand around. Almost got my whole arm torn off. Luckily, I was quick shot. As for this, well, the maintenance department is packed to the brim right now, so I thought I'd just get a quick treatment until they're done being so busy. How about you? Why are you here? Chrome hesitates for a second before revealing how the other construct attempted to sacrifice himself to complete the mission. Is that so? That guy's still in there. Thanks for saving him, Chrome. I hope he survives. Oh, so it's the other guy. That's his captain or so. That's not enough. Even if I've managed to save a few constructs this time, this will still happen again and again. If I don't come up with a real solution. I can save him from destruction, but not desperation. I can drag him away from swarms of corrupted, but I cannot lift him from the abyss. We're racist to regular people for the dumbest of reason in real life, let alone robot people? Hey, if you're a racist, Rojak, don't put everybody in that basket with you, okay? A real solution, is it? You're quite incredible, I must say. Just the endless fighting is enough to tire me out. He wasn't always like this. He used to be quite easygoing with all his dirty jokes, but the squad he was in was completely wiped out in a scout mission. When the rescue force arrived, he was about to jump into the red tide. Took them a lot of effort to keep him from diving in, but still he changed after that. No one knew what happened during that mission. It wasn't until his maintenance was over that he found out the commandant from his original squad was promoted and transferred to another team. Abandoned. Chrome finds his chest aching as the construct captain explains. Abandoned, is it? Yeah, probably thought he wasn't useful anymore. We're just tools to those humans after all. Perhaps there's nothing strange for them to throw us away when they're done with us. We're fighting to reclaim Earth right now. I wonder how the humans will see us once our job is done and the war is over. Tools. Chess pieces. It's not hard to understand then why he'd lose the will to live. Why he'd rather it all end back there. Does no one want to change this? The construct captain takes a look at the murmuring Chrome. Our squad was sent to cover the evacuation of a refugee camp under attack from the corrupted on a past mission. Something went wrong with our planned route, and we went through an area filled with corrupted. We tried our best to take the refugees to safety. We went through layers of corrupted to save the kids in the camp. I had to carry the children back to the safe zone against a hailstorm of bullets, but when I put them down, one of them looked at me and cried. He cried and yelled, "It's a monster." I took a look at my reflection in the river, and that was when I found out that my whole body was scarred and burned from the attack. Especially my face. The temperature of the shrapnel that hit it was too high. The artificial skin and half of my face had melted. I suppose human wouldn't even be able to stand. While I stood in front of the child, looking like I'd be joining the corrupted at any moment. Realizing that, my mind deviated drastically. Then I got sent here. A very talented doctor treated me then. Not only took my delirious complaints seriously, he patiently comforted me. For a moment I felt like I was treated as a human. It made me less desperate. It made me think that perhaps humans and constructs can understand each other. Damn, we're going this deep? Okay, game. It should have been like that, shouldn't it? We were one and the same originally, weren't we? You see, I'm taken aback by these sentences because until now the game always treated like the commandant was very fond of the constructs and always treated them like human. It's cool to see this other part of the world they're living in. Humans will always fear the things they don't understand. They do that because they never understand what constructs are. A single slander on constructs can create panic among humans. How could I not notice that? What can we do then? We are constructs. We travel from the battlefield to the maintenance department and back. We accept missions and then we complete them. The humans who survived, those sitting on their thrones comfortably in Babylonia, barely have the chance to know us. I'm only racist to garlic bread haters. Yeah, you said that. You said that, only I called you out, didn't you? You just didn't discover the others to hate. I just think garlic bread haters are not creatures worth considering. Whoa, that's very harsh. It's only in modern interpretation of raising in pure way or not. You are not in pure way. You are not. I didn't press that. Keep watching, bro. Keep reading. Let me sip. Oh, that was good. Also, a thing to consider: what exactly constructs feel after deep mind connection. What do they feel? Who has the time to consider the relationship between humans and constructs when we can barely survive and win this war against the punishing virus? The construct captain pats the silent Chrome on his shoulder. The doc is asking for me. I should get going. Don't get too obsessed, you. You hear me? Don't get too obsessed. The joint operation is a success in the end. The factory overtaken by corrupted has been destroyed, and the commandant in charge of the operation has been highly commended. But the names of the wounded and dead constructs in the battle have not been mentioned. Chrome's monitor shows the news of a commandant getting a promotion, followed by a rousing, inspiring speech. He clutches his fists. See, this is also what I complained about, that the other female commandant, the name I already forgot, that was fucking killing constructs left and right to get her mission accomplished. Same thing here. Like, they said the names of the constructs who die were not mentioned. Aren't creating these constructs costs a lot of money? You can like you can like not treat them, you can be like racist towards them and shit, treat them like pieces of shit, but you have to consider the costs of making them. And if you lose construct, you should be punished for it. And that's what I think. What exactly gives them mind peace? The feel one thing that is the question. Am I me? Vanessa, right? Vanessa. You should go to the tribunal. Then with this commandant that got a commendation. What do you mean you lost war assets and you get a commendation? Fuck off, man. I don't think that's how things work. But maybe I just don't know. About short halts, comment about our commandant's connection. Chrome's monitor, he clutches his fists. He's angry. I can save him from destruction, but not desperation. I can drag him away from swarms of corrupted, but I cannot lift him from the abyss. See, I think this interlude is the best Chrome I ever see Chrome in this game so far. Even having chosen to become a construct, all I can do is follow the rules and complete the mission, earning praises just like before. You even stopped asking about your teammates' whereabouts after a word from your father. Are you lost? Ooh. Who are you? I'm you, silly. Oh, the chat were just talking about this. Are you afraid? You're afraid that you've made the wrong decision. You're afraid that your choices will lead your team to their doom. Because you've never made any choice for yourself in the past. Every move you make them in other people's shadows. You're thinking that if only you were a human, you'd be able to fight for the rights of your fellow men and lead them away from their inevitable end. As a mere construct and a squad captain, you have no power to sway those arrogant humans and their prejudices. I'll find a way. The resources he could get as Langston and the power he has gained as Chrome. Can they be the missing piece of the solution? I will. Like a stone being dropped into a lake, his memories follow the ripples and hit him in waves. Cool metaphor. about constructs. Some do this, treat them as disposable tools. Corona, for example. Creating a tank costs a lot of money, but that doesn't mean you're not gonna risk it blowing up in battle. That's the mindset they have. Yeah, and shouldn't you be penalized for that? Not every dude in the government is Hassan. They see them as tanks, not people. Yeah, but if you lose tanks, it's still a loss, even if you win. Like, I'm not an expert in war histories, but like, you know, we won, but at what cost? You've heard from the staff, haven't you? I'm John Smith. I'll be your father starting today. What is it? We should get going. I still have... The blonde young boy looks back at his dark room and his half-packed suitcase on the table. From now on, you're Langston Smith. Abandon your past. You have no need of it anymore, nor anything from it. No need of it? It doesn't matter who you were. What matters is who you will become. I'll teach you how to identify what is worthwhile and what to abandon in the future. Okay, Mr. Smith. The door closes, forever leaving his beloved storybook behind on the table. If you did your task, losing the tank is still a complete task. Doesn't mean you need to be praised for it. And we're not talking about one tank. Right? Like what Vanessa did, bro, that should be punishable. Winning is more profitable than the cost of winning. I completely disagree with that. It's dependable. If you lose all your tanks and win the war, it is win. Yeah, I mean, if you win the war, these people are nowhere close winning the war, bro. I'm not even halfway through the story, man. I'm pretty sure at the current state of the story, the war is still not won. I completely disagree. Like winning is more profitable than the cost of winning. Like, you win a skirmish, but you're left with no constructs. What are you gonna do in the next skirmish? Tanks are not cheap to be made. Smith, why do I have to become a smith, sir? Because you're the son of John Smith. You will become the perfect being and inherit everything of mine. What is a perfect being? That is the pursuit of every smith. Once you become one of us, you will discover the answer to this question. You will search and you will be. FOS, Military Command College. Constructs. That's where you are going next. Punishable for who? All forces are under different high command. Yeah, each their high command. You should know the gist of constructs by now. They are the modified soldiers fighting on the surface. Modified soldiers. That's what he thinks. That's what he said. And you, Langstwall, will be the one who commands them. Are constructs heroes? Titles serve no real purpose. Because the president said that constructs are our hopes and spark. Spark! Spark! He said spark! Heroes is just a facade. If a leader needs the masses to sacrifice themselves, a glorified title is the best and cheapest tool. You should have known this by now. Become a commandant, gain victories, grasp real power, and proceed to higher places. That is what you should do as a smith. Is that so? Don't disappoint me. I understand. I understand. Someone it is a tragedy, but for the other is a complete task with minor loss. We're not talking about minor losses. We need to make something clear. It's a wrong mindset. You're correct, but that's not gonna stop them from thinking like that. Huh? All dudes in Babylonia are different. Some of them are evil as heck. Isn't... They are evil! But they're fucking losing money. How are they still in power if they're losing money? Where do they get the budget from? Know what I mean? Remember Agdilik? Agdilik is not part of Babylonia. And Agdilic was pretty... They was thinking a lot of about how they make their profits, right? They had like, what, 2 constructs? I think they were treating those contracts with more care than the low... How do you say it? The commoners on the train. Because they knew the value of the constructs. And these people, I don't know, they either have like infinite bank account to make constructs. That would work. I mean, if there's no cost of making constructs, then fuck it, bro. Sacrifice them all. My only question is how expensive is to make one construct. Budget is simple, shady business. Yeah, if they have access to infinite money and they can lose 80% of their constructs because Vanessa decided to go a little crazy. And it's no problem because they will like modify another like 200 people to become constructs, then yeah, sure, why not, bro? If you have like infinite resources. If the people like breed like rabbits on Babylonia and you have every year like potential more like 500 people that will be turned into a construct, then fuck it, do it, man. But I don't think they have that luxury, you know? This is your son? Greetings, sir. This is one of the elites, huh? This is the guy that gives them money to make more constructs? I heard your boy got the highest score ever recorded in the practice test. Like father, like son, I say. Truly worthy of the legacy of the Smiths. We'll be counting on you to take care of us then. Uh-huh. The Smith estate is frequently visited. Most of the time he just needs to keep to his study. If he runs into the guests on his way to school or back home, he will politely greet them. That is Langston's routine on top of his path to becoming a smith. The guests, their faces all blurred together, will pat his head and compliment him as an excellent successor. Except he has no interest in them. These praises are for a smith, and he has yet to become one. If he keeps going non-stop day after day, then one day... What a waste of time. The part of you that remains when that shell of a body is cast aside. The part of you that remains when that shell of a body is cast aside. This is the paradoxy thingy. Even if we live to see the day we win, there won't be a future for us, will there? I thought you were just another perfect facade the folks at the top created to comfort us. Victory will belong to humans. Langston was raised to be a leader. Constructs to him then slowly became data in the simulated battles. They were resources he could use, his leverage to reshape a fight. But ever since he became a construct, he has realized that constructs are no different than humans. They also feel pain and tired. Pain and tire without D. They laugh when they find something funny and cry when they see something sad. Oh, who would have known? The contempt, distrust, even the caution and fear are all very real, despite them hiding in the shadows as they wear down the soldier's will and corrupt the human's heart. Humans always fear what they do not understand, especially the elders in positions of power. They know little about the evolution of technology, and constructs are no more than weapons used to reclaim Earth to them. Yet those motherfuckers, old people in power, they should do their homework sometimes, you know? But the only difference between constructs and humans is what their bodies are made of. The only difference is what their bodies are made of. Despite no longer being flesh and bone, constructs are still humans. They deserve the same future. When humans... Bro, I'll say they're superhumans. When human reclaims Earth, the names in the history books should not just belong to humans. If constructs cannot share a fate with humans, their divide will only grow, and when the distrust bubbles and boils over, they will never be able to understand each other again. And they could do a revolt, right? That would be fun. That's what PGR 2 should be about. Someone has to change this! If he had not joined the feast as a human, he would not have retrieved intel that could turn the situation around. Yeah, Chrome is cool. Alright, Chrome, I give you that. You're cool. If he had not become a construct, he would not have discovered the unfair treatment they receive. Humans and constructs need a bridge that connects them. Maybe this is something he can do, being both. I'm very curious about hold up. I'm very curious about what Smith said in the first note, that you have to, Chrome, you have to think about what you're gonna do when you will become a human again. Or something like, something around those lines. Remember Lucia being copied? They don't need human breeding. You mean when the first time happened, right? Yeah, they did copy her. That's a good point. You're very well aware of no consequences of losing memories after chapter 12, so they are all good. I really want to bring Bambinata here, but he is too far from her story. Hi, hello, Virgil. How are you, man? My SS says Virgil is here. If he wants a say in this, he has to be strong enough. If this is what is necessary to achieve his goal, he does not mind taking advantage of himself. He opens his comms and finds the person he is looking for, and he sends out the transmission request. This is Crom from Strikehawk, Mr. Asimov. I didn't think you'd already have learned about the specialized frame. Oh, you're so smart, Asimov, aren't you? Heard some rumors about it on a feast I accompanied my father to. To be fair, I would have found you if you hadn't come and asked. There's no doubt that you are the best person for this project. But have you looked into the cost of equipping a specialized frame? Well, guys, what do we have here? Have you looked into the cost of equipping a specialized frame? Still, he might not talk about money, though. By the way, in 5k I got Virgil to SS6 and his 6-star weapon, and got Dante to SS3. You still don't have them like SS6? You don't have them to triple S yet? Wait, do I have them to triple S? Still pulling for Dante weapon. You don't have... What? And his star weapon, and got Dante to... You don't have... Bro, what were you doing? Congratulations, Virgil. Sorry, it was... I saw the future moment. Yeah, not money. What if it is money? I've heard about it. I understand the risks. So they're talking about risks, huh? I've made my choice. Then allow me to explain the details of this frame. Bro, no way making a new frame is for free, man. Come on, PGR, you can do it. Another fight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 2 more. Why am I counting? Complexity from frame switching. You have changed indeed. But I still have more pieces than you this time. I can't believe the DMC patch is still halfway. I want to pull some skins already. Bro, enjoy it. Aren't they supposed to open one more like gameplay thingy later? Are you just trying to get a pointless draw out of this game? No. Crom looks at the chessboard, then closes his eyes and thinks. Eventually he raises his head to meet John's gaze. I will win. Yo, we got the glory. Turn the tide. Bro! Oh. I was not in the game. Damn, we're playing chess? Alright. Only by moving to d7 can the king escape the dilemma of fork by the white queen. You can escape the dilemma of fork? You can't escape the dilemma of fork once it started. Even though this may put a8's rook in danger, the queen's now at c4 has eliminated the possibility of king's side castling. You will definitely move a pawn to f3 in response, which is exactly what I need. Do you guys play chess? Camera locked. Right, what are the other games you play? The knight on d4 will always be the threat of checkmate queen's side. Even if the white pieces hold the advantage, the black is not at a disadvantage. Look to the future while watching the present. We focus on different things, and on the chessboard there is always one side who will see further. I mean, before streaming, I went back to Honkai Impact 3 and got a little bit disappointed, but I guess I'll play it more. There's also Taurus Cup in Uma Musume, and I started doing the story of ZZZ. New frame in brand new powerful weapon, they need to promote their elites. Standard frame, aka the grey head ones, are cheap as hell. Oh, so they're cheap. We have the numbers on that, but specialized one like the people you play with are expensive. The camera is locked. Fortnite! Guild Wars 2 and Helldivers with Deep Rock Galactic. That's not gachas. Both. I'm guilty of that, but I still go in rank in Tekken 8. But the experience is so bad. I think I'm just addicted to that fucking game.
An excellent move.
Blame Tekken 7 for that. Like, you think if I'm a hater while streaming PGR, bro, you should not see me in Tekken. The white... What other games are you playing, Virgil? Spill the beans. The White King has not been able to move all this time, while the Black Bishop on e7 will get checkmate in 2 moves. The 2 players can both see where the game is going. We both know how this ends, don't we? I've lost. If you had sacrificed your pawns, this would have ended even quicker. You're a construct. I think you could have calculated how best to make your moves. Also, they even think better than humans, huh? But that wouldn't be my judgment. To machines, this is simply deduction and calculation based on objective facts, with no emotions and moral considerations involved. But I am no machine. I make my own assessments of the situation, and I make my own choices based on my judgment. Do you think I'll agree with you just because you've won a game of chess? Whoa, what a bitch. I believe there is no meaningless victory. His father has never told him what happens after becoming a smith. Or perhaps his father has told him about the end of a smith's journey from the very beginning. Become a smith, then find the next smith to inherit everything, an endless cycle. But I'm not trying to become a smith. I'm going to surpass it. Whoa. Break the wheel? I'll use smith to become chrome. Not abandoning his past, not denying it either. Langston Smith, Chief of Class, Construct, Strike Hawk Captain. They are all necessary for him to become chrome. The war will be over one day, frowns. When that happens, constructs and humans will share the world we reclaim together. I asked you what a perfect being was when you first told me a smith's duty. I still can't give you a concrete answer right now, but I will build the bridge that leads us there. Therefore, this is what I chose in the end. I've never considered undoing my identity as a construct. Not now, not ever. You will face unimaginable difficulties and hurdles. The path you are taking will take you to an endless pit. It will devour you until there is nothing left. Your fight will not stop even when you leave the battlefield. Do you understand what it means? You taught me that the smith does not fear hardship. We excel in them. And Chrome from Strikehawk does not enter a fight without proper preparations. I'm your son, Dad. The specialized frame Asimov is working on has only worked on a construct on Grey Raven so far. To adapt to that frame, that construct paid a hefty price. What is the chat saying? I saw it was typing here. You're right, my only gacha I play is PGR. Blaze Blue, Entropy Effect. Oh, you're not playing the fighting game. Dead Cells, Oxo, Gunfire Reborn. Entropy Effect, is that the roguelite? How is the gameplay in that? Can you do like combos like in the fighting games? The only gacha playing right now is PGR. Arc Knights, Fate Grand Order, Hollow Knight. You're replaying the old Hollow Knight waiting for the new one, Roadjack? Persona 4 and 3? Almost majority of JRPGs. CRK style burning out on HSR? Delete that game, bro. Delta Force. Delta Force? People play that game? Uva Uma. Genshin dropped. Honkai Impact. Part 2 is shit, so dropped. Is Part 2 still shit, Dectors? Roblox. Cause I'm right now giving Part 2 a second chance. Every Metroidvania. You know what, Roadjack? You should buy Moonscars. That's a Metroidvania I worked on. Animations. Also, what's wrong with Fortnite? Funny thing to pew pew, emotes included, also pretty skins, and I am a founder. You are a founder of Fortnite? Huh? You shitting me? Shouldn't you be a millionaire if you're a founder of Fortnite? Also, the only thing I love in Fortnite is the Fortnite Festival. That's a really banger mode. I wish that game was separate. I will try these games mentioned above. I mean, I can farm V-Bucks just for dailies. You mean you're paying the founder pack or something? Valheim's patch is not test server, yeah. Do you guys watch any anime shows? Yeah, Uma Musume Pretty Derby. Yes, you can combo and it's a complete light show. Does it have like 3? I should watch like a critique or a video of that game. I'm really interested in. Is that game for free or is it paid? I have no idea what I'm doing, but it's working. So I guess it's not as complex as the fighting game. Your Commander Creators is my favorite anime of all time. My brother asked me, so I played. Is that any good? Fortnite X Gorillas, 26th of August. Cool. I should get back into it. I didn't play it for a while. There are so many cool songs I want to buy, I just don't have money. That game is expensive as fuck. I dropped HA3 a long time ago, maybe it's better now. Yeah, well, I'm in the process of giving it a second chance. I bought PvE Fortnite long ago, before Battle Royale mode. Anyone has watched JJK or Naruto or One Piece? I read Naruto. I watched One Piece until the CP9 arc, and after that I dropped it because it was I lost interest. Moonscars, never knew that. I'll give it a look. Yeah, give it a look, man. Buy it. And buy it for your friends and for your mom and for your grandma. The main character special moves are colored by me. I haven't seen any anime in like 5 years. Try Hotline Miami, fun game. Hotline Miami is cool. I played only the first one. Everybody's gonna watch JJK when it ends. Nobody is watching or reading Chainsaw Man here. Damn, 5 years. I don't know, for me personally it's been very hard to find time to watch anime after I got a job, so for me it's like 3 years of not watching any anime alone. I watch animes only when the boys in Discord like decide to watch something. Enjoying movies right now. Anime movies? There are many anime movies I want to watch and I just don't have time for it. There's too many gacha games I'm playing. John Smith, to adapt to that frame, that construct paid a hefty price. Yeah, and I laughed. If you can adapt to this specialized frame with no complications, I'll approve of your choice. I'll stop interfering with your decisions after that as well. Just movies? Live action movies? Enjoying movies in the decade of bad movies? I mean, the old movies are right there. But if you can't even take one on new frame, then every word you just said is hollow. I understand. I do not plan to fail. I will use— holy shit, I'm reading this goddamn interlude for 1.5 hours. Good job, PGR. I will use this frame to demonstrate my determination and what I can achieve. After a while, John moves his eyes from Chrome's resolute expression back to the paused game on the chessboard. Like how Chrome picked up the projection of a piece before, John picks up the queen on a8 and moves it to h8, completely out of the way of the block bishop. With no more threats, the black side will easily take the game. There is an extra hint of surprise in the way Chrome looks at John. He shifts his eyes back to the board, concealing his feelings. He lifts his hand and moves the chess piece. Black bishop moves to h8. Checkmate. Chrome stands up from his chair and bows to the man sitting opposite to him. Thank you for your lesson, Dad. John stares at the ended game for a long time, lost in thought. For a second there, his tensed shoulders seems to have slightly relaxed. Intriguing. Then we'll have to Google how to open the hidden node here. Superman is nice. Yeah, I heard that movie is nice. F4. Have anyone seen Ballerina? I missed on Ballerina. I wanted to watch it in theaters, but I guess I caught up in work and I just forgot it. So many movies from the... Yeah, exactly. I don't really watch the current movies in cinema. Exactly. By the way, do you guys know the Raid Redemption? Like that Indonesian film? I heard the main actor got back to Indonesia after being like kicked around in Hollywood and went back to Indonesia to make his own movie. Like the main guy. The only movie I am amazed right now is Oppenheimer, and that's it. Isn't that already old? Isn't that movie already old, like 3 years ago? Planning to see Weapons. Isn't Ballerina a TV show? No, it's a... I'm pretty sure it's a full-length feature. The TV show is called Continental, and I think it has Mel Gibson. It's a bit controversial, you know? I'm not sure, maybe it's not Mel Gibson, but I think some actor there is like, you know, has a boo-boo past. Superman, I want to check that. Yeah, me too. 2 years old, yeah. Old as fuck, bro. I started watching Oppenheimer with my friend that is also into movies. We fell asleep after 30 minutes. Then he told me he watched it alone, and he agreed with me because I said it a long time ago. Nolan is a piece of shit director. He directed only like 2 good movies. One of them is Memento, and the other one is the second Batman movie. It's very hype anime by recreators. Its rewatchability is 0, but the first time was unforgettable. Nolan's Batman is cool as heck, yeah. I didn't even... I think I saw the Origins. I never saw the third movie. Like, the second movie is very good. Can't deny what it did for the cinema world in general. Go to this address tomorrow. I'll do a simple test on you first to determine the coordination and synchronization rate between your mind and the specialized frame. Any request you have on the frame, you can tell me then. Can it fry a kebab, Asimov? Chrome arrives at the address Asimov sent him, reaching the classified laboratory of the Science Council. This is the first time Chrome is here. Constructs rarely have the chance to step inside the Science Council, unless specifically requested by a mission. I'm waiting for Matt Reeves' Batman Part 2. The one with the Robert Pattinson. That one was also good, but you know, it came out in times where everybody's burned out on superhero movies. Opening the door, Chrome finds someone he has not expected. Chrome. You are... Have you forgotten already? I was in charge of the operation that turned you into a construct. Yes, of course I remember. I'm just surprised that you remember me. I remember the name of everyone I've turned into construct. Not to mention that you were one of my proudest works. You're here for Asimov, aren't you? I remember him mentioning a visitor. I'm afraid he's still buried in work with the other technicians of the council. An urgent R&D project on something called Bid Domain. Ooh. Full reference to yourself, game. So I'm doing this meet and greet for him until he's done with that. I'm here to submit this. Crom hands him the digital document he has been holding on to since the moment he left John's office. This is about the specialized frame. A very detailed proposal, and very ambitious. Is this your father's request? No, it is mine. Oh, is that so? The researcher raises his brows, astonished, before flipping through the proposal. Still a tank-type construct, but with a focus on advances instead of defenses. And the possibility to fry a kebab, unlike your current one. Removing the artificial skin on the legs, improving the cooling system, focusing on short burst capabilities, and maintaining high-speed frying. Is that really a good idea? Okay, I'll stop. Buttinson, yes. Yo, Buttinson is a very good actor. Have you guys seen The Lighthouse? That's a peak movie. About games, I like to play co-op games in general and some games with online. Oh, yeah, I bet you can't wait for Borderlands 4. Would you play $200 for Borderlands 4, IA? Chatting is my second passion. Guess my dreams are becoming a reality because they drop a Kamui interlude manga. Yo, that's hype. I want Batman versus Old Man stuff. Aren't they supposed to be in different universes? I mean, yeah, who cares? Yeah, I don't know. That was a stupid question from me. Kamui new frame, trust, pray emoji. Dog, my boy, we lived through this pain before. I have hope and insurmountable amount of cope combined. Yo, copium? That meme wasn't used in a while. I can hope and I can cope. I seem to remember that the first request for this frame is to resemble a human as much as possible. I have explained to my father that the abilities and direction of the new frame, as well as everything related, will be determined by me. Compared to non-essential aesthetics, we should focus more on optimization that benefits me on the battlefield. You might have guessed it, but I still have to explain to you what is so special about this specialized frame. It's difficult just to adapt to it. The specialized frame will be a stressful burden to your mind. Even if the adaptation works, it will still take a long time of adjustment before you can properly use the frame. It will take a long time, and the process is extremely painful, no less than the operation that turned you into a construct. There is barely any research on this frame. With nothing to reference, we have no idea what problem will surface in the future. I will work with you on the adjustment. I won't be as impulsive as I was. Your eyes, they're different. Sorry? They're different from how they were when you were first operated. Back then, you were like a child abandoned by his parents, desperate to prove his worth. You were only accepting what was happening to you, even when they were consequences of your choice. You even accepted the specialized invert device right out of the gate without inquiring what it does. Is that so? Crom is about to say something else when the door to the laboratory opens with a bang. Oh, it's over? Here's the person you've been waiting for. Asimov enters with a serious expression. His hair looks even messier than usual, as if it has been ravaged in a fit of frustration. Finding Crom next to the researcher, Asimov pauses for a second before reverting to his usual calmness. Made up your mind? I did. Asimov takes over the file from the researcher, reading through it with furrowed brows. Pretty much what I expected. Well, will it work? The optimizations will work. The problem is still the specialized part of the specialized frame. You already know the theories and the risks of the project. I do. I don't. I'm here, which means I'm ready for the price. I'm afraid it isn't that simple. There will be many unexpected complications. Anyway, let's start with a virtual connection. The frame is still a prototype, but we'll see how much your mind deviates for now. I'll get the equipment ready. Wait here. With that, Asimov goes back through the door, mumbling to himself. I'll leave it to you then. The adaptation and the adjustment of the new frame will be done by Asimov in the future. Remember to cooperate, yeah? What? Do you want me to do it? Unfortunately for you, I'm sick of this life here already. I'm turning into a construct tomorrow. You'll soon find my name on the list of deployment. What? Ooh. Who is they them that's talking to Chrome, man? I'm kidding. Oh, they are kidding. I can't do it because the only person who knows the ins and outs of the specialized frame is the chief technician. Plus, I did my test long ago. I'll never become a construct. So I'm staying right where I am until the end of the war or the end of my life. Don't think that it's made my job easier. I'm still plenty busy right now. Can you hear the train? Damn, you can hear the train. Alright, let's pause. Alright, it's gone. Having oatmeal per elephant. I literally typed hope in caps and let autocorrect do the rest. You played chapter 14, you do know. Oh, it was tiny little bitty consequences, bro. It's alright once you have, since you have the commandant. Don't think that it's made my job easier. I'm still plenty busy right now. After all, we're getting volunteer applications outside of the usual construct program sometimes. Perhaps something is changing. Regardless, I believe that you are the planet's future. Oh, really? Looking at the blue planet outside the window, the researcher softly smiles. If there are sparks... Sparks?! If there are sparks, then there are those who light them. Even today, someone still believes that constructs born from bloodshed and sacrifices are humanity's future. Really? Who are they? Who are those good people? The connection device is calibrated. Are you ready? Please begin. Following Asimov's instructions, Chrome connects the connection cable to the back of his neck, your Matrix reference. I have to remind you that even if this is just a virtual connection, it might still affect your mind stability. Don't get careless. Eject if anything happens. In the next second, Chrome falls into a data stream. Yo, Kurt Kramer is dead? Heartbroken? His mind stability hovers around the threshold in the virtual connection. Any fluctuation will result in deviation. Chrome keeps his eyes closed until the impact and dizziness from the first connection pass before slowly opening his eyes. He is standing in a space constructed from erroneous data. Alarms glowing in red float in the air all over the place. This is what happens to his mind after connecting with the specialized frame, a situation that can only be described as tricky. Just like puzzle pieces trying to randomly watch with one another, or a yarn ball all tangled up, all kinds of information jumbled together here. There are disorderly memories, echoing raves, and nightmares yet to show up. What a waste of time. I'm disappointed in you. What can good grades and being a chief do if he fails connection test? He'll never be a commandant. They're no longer deployable. Capped. For a moment, the massive amount of information overwhelms Chrome's senses, like opening Pandora's box. Unignorable emotions from his fragmented memories flood over him. The pain starts to eat away at his brain and takes over his mind. The adaptation rate is too low. Your mind is overloading. You're showing signs of deviation already. I'm disconnecting you in 5 seconds. Holding his trembling hand, Chrome gives a wry smile. If this is what happens on a virtual connection, it is quite possible that he will immediately deviate before he can adapt to the new frame at this state. This doesn't look good. Chrome frowns, trying to stabilize and sort the chaotic data in his mind to no effect. Is this the problem that a specialized frame faces? This will be a difficult battle. Having disconnected from the virtual connection, Chrome opens his eyes. Asimov is standing in front of a screen, going over the data from connection with furrowed brows. How is it, Asimov? Expectedly bad. As I expected, the adaptation will come with a lot of problems. Fully adapting to the frame will take a very long time of adjustment. I'd be lying if I say the adjustment process is easy. Are you ready for it? Without hesitation, Chrome nods. I was ready long before I stepped through the door. Finally over. Now we need to find out the hidden node. So this is Chrome Glory, right? Alright, Google. So Valics has a new favorite interlude. I won't say this bit's Number 21's interlude. That was the most character-driven interlude I read so far. From Glory, Hidden Node. Out on Locrum's Glory, Hidden Interlude. Alright, alright, alright. Last fighting stage. I like this video. He did a good job. What you want to do here is kill the white enemies first and then the transparent ones. Okay. What's up? Alright, give me 5. I need to go feed my cat. Here, Mambo, keep them busy. Alright, I gave him the meds. It's liquid, so it's fine. They say... The vet said it tastes sweet, but he really doesn't like the first one though. No. I only found the white one. Is it with the jacket? Yeah, yes, Sakura, but I honest to God forgot. She has like three frames, or maybe 4. HA3 is doing worse than PGR in search bar wise. Bro. Yeah, Sakura, Virgil. Or memes about it, there she is. This is a costume. Look, this is Judgment Cut End, bro. And she can do the normal ones. This is the bar with the Judgment Cut. This is a paid costume. The daughter of Virgil. Miyabi, Lucia, Ayaka, Mei, Yaya, Sakura, everybody. What is this costume though? This is the one. Full jacket. I swear to God it was blue. Maybe I have the blue jacket. Oh, in Virgil color, I see. Anyway. They both have the same amount of HP. Hitting both of them. They both have the same amount of HP, so you can attack both after doing good damage to one. Guy has all the strats, huh? Then you attack the transparent one. So you have to do your moves like in order. Lucia is the only legend Virgil's daughter. Yeah, sure, buddy. Sure, buddy. Did you see that video? Did you see the title of that video I just passed through? Sure, buddy. Nero is Virgil's daughter. No other option. Is the same strat. Anything else you'll tell us? No. Well, this is pretty easy then. The last fight, right? Makes sense. I guess that the transparent ones should have meant like a black chess piece. I guess not. Yep. Alright, this is gonna be easy. Maybe not. Fuck. Let's not burst. He seems to have a better like area of damage when he's burst. Well, I hope I beat that white piece before the transparent one. Fuck. Alright, let's hope I did it. It did not. One of those hidden nodes I wouldn't be able to do in first try. What did they do? Come on, man. Yo. Cool weapon. No! Alright. This is the run. This is the run, guys. How about this? Oh, it's not over? Oh, I guess this is an indicator that we did it. Yo, king? Oh, these are chess pieces. Cool.
An excellent move.
Excellent move. Looks like glitch all on, man. Right, what could that hidden node be? Congratulations, John. Look at that smirk. Specialized frame and specialized invert device. We finally have some measurable results. From never disappoints. You look delighted. If we can create more constructs that don't rely on a commandant with this technology, I suppose the odds will start going in our favor. I've got a meeting coming, so I have to go now. I'm guessing you've been waiting here to see your son return safely from the battlefield? That won't be necessary now that I know the frame has been adapted successfully. So this is after chapter 14. If you say so. Heroes are plenty. Of course there are plenty. There cannot be just one. Anyone can grab a sword and face the monster. Anyone who does so is a hero. They either perish on their way to the monster or die under its blade. Before the monster is vanquished, no one will remember the names of the dead heroes. No one needs to. I have returned, I guess only missed unlocking the node? Yeah. Took one retry. Yeah, I'm a gamer, bro. But then one of the heroes takes a stand and he declares, I will carry their names and fight. Surpasses Smith, is it? None of us has said something like that before him. He disobeyed my order, but when he called me dad, I felt glad. I might not be your father, but you are my son. It has never been a kite that needs an anchor in his hands, but an eagle with its wings spread ready to fly. The little boy standing in the shadows of the dark room back then has long left his nest. He knows how the story of a smith ends. But he has no idea where this eagle will go. Maybe he will find the answer all smiths have been searching for. Maybe he will finally grasp what no smith has dared to dream. Who the fuck is this? Who the hell? Are these Smiths? Well, there's only one, right? They said that there could only be one. These are done. I'm curious about the hidden node. Can I like only take a peek? And it's not a gameplay node, of course. Of course. So are we doing the last EX now? EX05? No, we're doing hidden node. Alpha! Yay! We're playing as the Ascendants, hopefully. Alpha? Right, that's what they call you now. When they say Lucia, they mean her. This is a flashback, I assume. It feels great, doesn't it? You're the real deal after all, so it's only right that you take the name Alpha. Yeah, we didn't the hidden. Last Spark. Spark! Yes, there is no need to share a name with a replica. Chapter 17 is soon, yeah bro, so soon. The voices of her companions reach her ears. Lucia looks up at the empty and still rather unfamiliar city in front of her. Another me. Since I've chosen another path, I should cut all ties with my past. That settles it, Miss Alpha. Miss Alpha? Oh, so now they change it to Alpha. Why am I looking back on the past at the time like this? Alpha looks up, taking in the vast yet empty subterranean sea. Isn't Luna in your past, sister? What are you talking about? She does not feel a sense of belonging to this city at all, but as someone who has been moving in and out of the city for a long time, she feels a sense of familiarity. A rusty bridge extends out into the distance, its other end enveloped by the fog. Even though she cannot see it, Alpha knows where the bridge leads. She casts away her original name here. Whoa. In order to break with the past. Whoa. Luna only gave her a silent nod regarding it when she returned. Luna. I don't know who you are anymore. I get rid of my past. You're no sister of mine. That's a lot of dog tags. She repeats that name silently to herself and takes in the devastation in the distance. Where are you? Where are you? It happened on the last day. Once the Grey Ravens began their descent into the polyphage abyss, Roland shares the truth with her. Last Spark is awesome. Spark! And then, Gabriel. Gabriel steps out of dark corner, still acting as courteous as ever, but he can hardly conceal the deranged sense of menace he is giving off. Well, he's all yours. Gonna fight Gabriel? Oh, no, we're not gonna fight anyone, because this is not a gameplay nod. As Roland passes Alpha with a nonchalant smile, he leans over and lowers his voice. We fried the fish under the water. I'm going to deal with Gabriel's backup, only then will Luna be able to leave the core. Bark! Before chapter 15 you need to do last chapter? That makes no sense. You mean the extra chapter, Mr. IA? With a quick stroke of his chained blade, he leaps into the darkness of the core. By the time Gabriel moves to stop Roland, Alpha has already launched forward with her blade out. You betrayed Luna. Me? No, Miss Luna is the one who betrayed us. And you are the reason for her betrayal. You are why she was forsaken by the Ascension Network. Why she has lost the power of an agent. See, this is cool. Luna has never betrayed any one of us. Alpha's blade slices across Gabriel's chest, sending sparks. Sparks! Flying everywhere. You really are the biggest threat to the Ascension Network. Are you not going to save your dear sister now that the polyphage has devoured her? I know what you're conspiring, Gabriel. You might as well have it written on your face. If I let you go now, you'll just become a larger threat to Luna. I can only hope that those Grey Ravens will last long enough for me to get to her. I can't understand why you choose to believe in those inadequate constructs. They've most likely become food for the polyphage. No. This time, I'm choosing to believe in myself. And Gabriel, what I'm going to do now is destroy you. Call it chapter 21 Heal. I will not forgive anyone who hurts Luna. Grrr. Alpha raises her katana, her eyes burning with fury. Alpha closes in, attempting to expose a weak spot on Gabriel with a series of continuous strikes. Gabriel is forced back, barely managing to counter her every move, blah blah blah. Although he is unaware that she has been seriously injured, and Gabriel is still seeing a rare opening, blah blah blah, perfect. One combatant gives up defense, soon be over, everything. Lofty goal given to him Ascension Network, however, as the battle goes on, Alpha gradually starts to stabilize. No point dragging this out any longer. Take this, your body will provide sustenance for the polyphage. Sensing that something is amiss, Gabriel, high air, diverse, But when the dust settles, only one person, he is completely unable to hit the fleet-footed Alpha, his immense strength, of which he has been proud, so letting him land a hit. Alpha! Gabriel's attack has left him completely open to Alpha's space-tearing strike. He did a judgment cut, and with that, the battle is concluded. I cannot fault Miss Luna for relying on you. Ooh. Gabriel crawls among the ruins, dragging his broken body. His legs and wings have all become nothing but scrap metal. Alpha steps over his broken limbs and walks over to his side, raising her katana. You can just say sword, man. Clang. They said the clang word. Her katana bounces violently against the unseen wall. Ooh. Alpha. An irreverent call comes from behind her, and with it, walls start to appear around them, getting thicker and thicker. Alpha pivots, turning around and slicing with her katana, but she is not able to cut through them. You've become weak, probably because of that agent, because of Luna. You are... Call me Vonnegut, I'm an agent. So you are Vonnegut. Alpha sheathes her katana, calmly appraising the black figure before her. Looks like you've heard of me. Of course, if it wasn't for your ascendant underling, that incident wouldn't have happened. Aww. Why my messages got sent to backrooms? You said something bad, Kurt Kramer, didn't you? I only had him bring about what the humans had been hoping for all along. That commandant revenge, I believe. Oh, spicy. He wasn't the first to hold those beliefs. I won't be the last to die for them. I completely forgot why the fuck revenge betrayed anything. I believe you've seen quite a lot of this. I don't pity that scoundrel, but that incident caused the deaths of others, not just his. It's all for Ascent and the filtering, Alpha. It's not my intention to kill humans or constructs, I'm simply running an experiment to increase the efficiency of the filtering process. Back then in Babylonia, you were furious that your comrades had to be sacrificed, but now that you've become an Ascendant, are you really planning to oppose the filtering? Didn't you already get through filtering? That's what I thought. Why are you here? For the glad tidings, of course. Glad tidings. The punishing virus has exhibited the ability to become organic, and these new life forms are truly the peak of perfection. This planet is undergoing a rebirth, and as an agent, I, of course, would like to bear witness to it. I only said Bambinata because YouTube is in your wall. YouTube is in your walls. You're the one who hatched the polyphage in the Red Tide, aren't you? She's the one that hatched the polyphage in the Red Tide? You saved the reborn punishing virus and opened up new possibilities to Ascend. Good job. You approved of this? Of course. This is a step in the evolution of Ascent. Well, shouldn't Gabriel be glad she did that? Vonnegut's eyes are riveted riveted on the gushing red tide below with appreciation. Unfortunately, I came a little too late and Luna's destroyed the polyphage. The Babylonians have also arrived and will soon clear out this area. As much as I'd love to prevent this catastrophe, as long as we're unable to make a move on Babylonia that turn in our side, wiping out individual Babylonians won't make a difference. He shifts his gaze from the red tide to Gabriel, who lies behind him struggling to crawl out from under the boulder, his hand reaching out. Don't worry, as long as the breeder's knowledge remains, there's still hope. Breeder's. He claps his hands, and the boulder pressing down on Gabriel is blown to smitherness. That should have killed him. Vonnegut! Alpha, I'll undo the force field between you, but I have something to tell you before that. Vonnegut spotted. Luna's been rescued from the polyphage and is highly likely to have been taken by the Babylonians. You know what this means, don't you? Can you bear the thought of her having to go through what you went through? He smiles! He has a fucking mask, bro. And with a snap of his fingers, the force field in Alpha's way dissipated. He tightens her grip on her weapon, glaring at the person standing between her and Gabriel's broken body. But ultimately, she chooses to hurry toward the abyss where the polyphage was. Get up, breeder. His name, he calls him breeder. You two be straight up trolling me? Get banned, bro. I can't say Bambinata is Annabelle. Bambinata is... is... You can't type Bambinata in YouTube chat? Something tells me Valics didn't watch the movie. What movie, bro? What are you talking about? I know you're loyal to Ascend. You earn for greater power to augment your body. So I'll bestow upon you new life and the power that is befitting of the name Gabriel. In exchange... Is it a mask or a mouth? It is definitely a mask. Ignoring the two of them, Alpha hurriedly rushes toward the polyphage. But all that remains there is the Babylonian... I think the text, the description even said it's a mask when Crom saw him for the first time or something. Whether to battle them or continue searching, she still cannot find Luna. Have the humans gotten her? Got her. A feeling of unease spreads through Alpha, but it's precisely because of this that she has to search for Luna. Because she is family, her only family. Shit, really, game? Just like that? Alright. I'll do one more. Alpha stands on the barren scorched earth, taking in the chaos around her. Since that incident, she has been running around subterranean city number 075. She has left no stone unturned in her search, going through the hidden corners and paths through the ruins that only they knew about, and has even checked on the constructs that were swarming the place. But she does not find even the slightest trace of Luna. Oh, so Luna is missing, huh? We didn't know that. There is only one possible conclusion. Luna is not here. Own logic. With the answer staring her right in the face, Alpha ponders where she should go next. Where are you? As she turns the question over in her head, countless memories of Luna surface. The clearest memory is of the moment when she leapt through the darkness, her hand outstretched. There was a girl standing atop the white snow. Roland? ? The series of campaigns was called the Project Winter. It seemed that the task of naming it was dumped on the executor. But if the executors can come up with such methods, I should say they really do deserve naming rights. Roland? Noise and memories were jumbled together, flashing through her mind. Oh, this is just noise. Since Luna disappeared, these muffled voices have been ceaselessly haunting her. She's going cuckoo, bro. She looks at the wide expanse of yellow sand before her, and her thoughts return to the past yet again. Remember the Golden Vortex, guys? You're saying that when you became an agent, you heard a great deal of noise? That's right. What is it? Think of it as a catalyst. When I first became an agent, I didn't understand its true nature and thought the voices were telling the truth. Luna stopped hovering and landed between the ruins. So this originates from a scent? No, but I can't say for sure. There is a symptom that emerges when the mind has been damaged. Of course, this is just a simplified analogy, it's actually more complicated than that. There have also been many constructs recently who opt to simulate an injury like this to temporarily augment their power. Perhaps when you become an agent, you'll be able to fully comprehend it. She's not a full agent yet? Are you shitting me? That's no joking matter, you know I don't want to become an agent. Or is this like a very long time ago flashback? Perhaps I wanted to confirm that for myself. Then let me be frank with you, I have no interest. You're already burdened by the heavy responsibility of Ascent. If I become an agent too, who else will be there to help you? Thanks, sister. But you said that only by becoming an agent will I be able to comprehend that. Ascent imparts some knowledge that only it possesses, including long-lost historical record. And it happens when one becomes an agent? That's right. The memory starts to flicker. But there are things that one would still know without Ascent's knowledge. Ascendant and agent are different. Oh. Such as how the humans of this planet are diseased more Yo, nice bike, bro. Such as how the humans of this planet are a disease more terrifying than the punishing virus. Yo, Matrix? I love Matrix. Why do you think like that? The noise rings incessantly in her mind like an alarm clock going off in the wee hours of the morning. I hate that feeling. Because of that incident that caused you to leave Babylonia, or because of Luna becoming an agent. Agent is a mega ascendant. An agent is a super ascendant, bro. Like science. No, these incidents were just the starting point. The starting point. The noise sighs as if expressing regret. That's enough, Gabriel. Even if you slaughter all these human and constructs, there is no one among them that can pass the filtering. But they'll become a threat. As long as the source remains, they won't give up, no matter how many of them you kill. All we have to do is find the seeds and guard this place. Understood. Gabriel bows respectfully and vanishes into the horizon. Something you wanted to comment on, sister? Alpha has not opened her mouth, but Luna smiles as if she knows what she was about to say. Do you remember the fairy tale you used to tell me? I've told you many fairy tales. Which one are you talking about? The Evil King and the Elixir of Life. Oh, I still believe what I did then. That it's the only way forward, sister. What I did then is the only way forward. Ooh, she's serious now. Drinking the Evil King's elixir may kill you, but this is the path of evolution and selection. With this, one can safeguard life from complete annihilation. Of course, that person will become a monster just like the Evil King, but so what? Monster is but a term defined by human standards. Seeing the filtering through means I'll be called a monster, I'll treat it as my crowning glory. Will you want others to survive? Of course. Even if humanity sees me as a criminal, criminals have targets. Not only is this wish mine, but it's also the very purpose behind Ascent filtering process. That's why I have to complete Ascent's mission. She's basically saying in complicated terms that she wants to move forward the evolution. These are basically the boss of Ascendant. Ascendant can use it but not control. You mean the virus? But the humans who are still flesh and blood with their deep-seated prejudice aren't able to even pass the preliminary filtering process by the punishing virus. Luna turns around and gazes at the fiery red clouds in the distance. After a long time, she gently shuts her eyes. Perhaps it's because I hold the same beliefs as Ascent that I was chosen to become an agent. Even as an agent, Luna does not think highly of humanity. But originally her intention to move the filtering forward was simply to let those deserving to live continue living. Uh-huh. Even though she had her own reasons for doing it, it was not born out of hatred and chaos. At least in the beginning, that was how it was. Whoa, are you alright? Relax, fate has too much in store for me to let me die so quickly. For someone like you to be talking about fate, what exactly happened? Someone taught me a lesson. This time it was a construct who brought a gift. They hid it really well, I have to give them that. Those humans are also constantly changing up their tactics. They had their comrade blow himself up. That's right, and he didn't know what he had on him, otherwise I'd have been able to sense that something wasn't right. You survived the encounter, but what about him? Dead as a doornail. I only survived because I was far away. Suicide bombers. That guy was who Roland was working on recruiting, wasn't he? It wasn't easy getting him on board. Even after sustaining such huge losses last time, the humans still aren't giving up on trying to get a glimpse of the secrets of the Ascension network. What are they really after? Perhaps they wish to make their constructs immune to the punishing virus and instead have their bodies augmented by it, just like an Ascendant? Or maybe they simply want to be able to control an Ascendant or even an Agent. There is so much they can gain from it. They are the puppet masters, having their underlings kill one another while they reap the benefits. That's their modus operandi. Although I still don't know what exactly they want or how close they are to their goal, things seems to be going according to plan, aren't they? The weak gone and strong stay basically, but in mind, not body. In the Ascendants? It's precisely because of this that we have to keep moving the filtering process forward. This is the same thing Vonnegut wants, no? And at the same time, in chapter 14, Vonnegut was like, fuck Luna. She's dumb. He was like, Luna does that stupid shit while me, the real gangsta, I'm doing the real shit in the shadows. So far, Luna says like, he wants to do the same thing Vonnegut wants. However, they have been obstructing our progress. People die without us knowing how. How can we even hope to offer up anyone for filtering? Miss Luna wants us to keep increasing our numbers to deal with the losses. Appropriate seeds must be found as soon as possible. For those who aren't yet aware or don't have the necessary conditions to pass the filtering, we'll have to create those conditions. If we can get ultimate power that is impervious to these despicable ploys, there won't be any more humans standing in the way of the network's mission. Yeah, call me when you find that sort of power. Such things have become a normal part of their daily lives. The humans' offensive lasts too long, just like the winds blowing through the abyss, and just as relentless. In comparison, being betrayed and abandoned back then was but the first step into the abyss. And the hatred that inundated them was born from being hunted down and rounded up. Even more so from unexpected traps and conspiracies. Each drop of hate pulling together until it formed a river that flowed into the bottom of the abyss. At first it was just the usual ambushes and raids. But soon there was a chance of gifts being hidden close to the seeds they approached. Interesting. In this battle of wits, every attempt to throw the humans off their trail unintentionally provides them with ideas for improvement. Oops, sorry about that. As a result, their methods have become more subtle and nastier with each iteration. But for the Ascendants and those on a similar path, the memories hidden within their mind are filled with this torment. These experiences are like layers of wounds inflicted on top of another. Single out any one of them and it is simply a scar that poses no threat, a mark not forgotten with time. But now they have been accumulating for a long time, patiently waiting for the moment that will soon arrive, the straw that breaks the camel's back. They were trying to ascend people peacefully, apparently they invite them instead of forcing them to, in the past that is. Looks like this is the place. They are the enemy, Rojak. Why are you so sympathetic to the enemy, huh? Huh? Whoa, you gonna tell me there's no black and white next, huh? No sympathy for the enemy. In a bid to save the new recruits who have just passed the filtering, everyone steps onto the ice-covered plains. Fresh blood stains the snowy white plains red, researchers lay fallen all around, and the transport vehicle was torn apart in the attack. Oh, it looks like we were too late. Roland climbs onto the torn compartment and sees a comrade lying in a huge restraining device. Going by the traces left at the scene, he was killed by the restraining device just as he finally broke free. How have the humans been able to come up with such a terrifying device? Damn, humans were getting W's, man, I didn't notice that. It's like, it felt like they didn't try to recruit anyone since like chapter 8. This is due to what he's capable of. I was interested in seeing how he would develop over time, but given the current environment, he didn't even get that chance. It's called punishing Grey Raven? Oh, that's smart. Alright, kudos. A brief silence falls over the group. Suddenly, a hulking figure lands beside them. Miss Luna, you returned. How was the investigation? This device was brought over from the Arctic Route Union. A new military post been set up to the east. It's very well hidden and there are similar devices within. There are also a few researchers stationed there. Is this a mention of the tundra? Of the tundra separate like story thingy? A military post to the east. I previously carried out reconnaissance when Alpha came from the narwhal, but I didn't see any military posts then. Does this mean it is safe for me to play the Arctic tundra thingy? Besides, the people outside are ordinary folk. So why would they suddenly possess such a device? Curse you, Gabriel? Either they had been deliberately hiding something or someone has shared the devices and technology with them. But there's a greater likelihood that it was a combination of the two. The local residents may not be aware of this, but there is a secret hidden beneath this snowfield. Not really? Oh, that's a shame. And it's because they are inherently capable that they've received visitors who want to share their technology and devices with them. In other words, the Arctic Route Union is working with that group from before. Right. Don't those people fish for a living? What's there to gain from working with them? Bro, why are you... Stop fucking playing the pronoun game. A large number of corrupted emerged from the sea some time back, and the forest guard lacked the power to hold them back. As a result, they sustained some losses. Trying to understand about what event she's talking about. I'd hazard a guess and say that they agreed to work together in exchange for material. She's talking about the extra chapter. Luna was there. Luna did attack the ARU then. And Lamia was trying to like awaken a freak construct. So if it's not that event, what is she talking about? There aren't many large human bases on Earth these days, and even fewer are willing to take part in a plan against the Ascendants. They must be hiding something we don't know about. They wouldn't take such a huge risk otherwise, no matter how generous the reward. The military post seems to be merely a symbol of their cooperation. There must be another hidden facility. EX00? But Lamia said it's after the EX00. Said it's after Alpha chilled with the narwhal. Would it be that simple? What do you mean, Luna? I can only guess based on the Grey Ravens. No, based on my sister's investigation of that incident with Revenge, that they may have started collaborating well before setting up the military post. When Rosetta was corrupted. EX00 is when Alpha... Bro, who is Rosetta, man? When Alpha was chilling with the narwhal and she fought Lucia. But Lamia just said it's after that event. Didn't she? But if I'll find it. I wish I could use Control F. I'm pretty sure it was a Lamia line. Did I misread? There was a mention of... after that, but before EX02. I can only guess based on the Grey Ravens, no, based on my sister's investigation of that incident with Revenge, that they may have started collaborating well before setting up military posts. Fucking pronoun game. The incident and that military post were merely newly run tests, the foundations were already in place. That's right, the harsh environment plays a huge part in all of this. There's nothing but fish and a handful of local products. They've always faced a shortage of materials. If they're really jointly doing research, what should we do? Annihilate everyone here, of course, and nip the problem in the bud. There is no need to go that far. The vast majority are just fishermen and are working with Corono in exchange for the materials they need to survive. All we have to do is destroy the research facility. So they're talking, so they're discussing, like, so this is before Kowloon, they're discussing the plans of destroying the ARU. Why they decided to, like, does it matter now? Like, cool? Okay, let me read. Forgive me for saying this, but it was because they joined forces that we lost many good candidates. Those who can pass the filtering are few and far between. If these people are not completely annihilated, they will still pose a threat. Alpha closed her eyes and thought of the humanoid hybrid constructs she had met on this vast snowfield who had gone through experiences similar to hers. She thought of how they carried themselves in the face of the human's fear and prejudice, and I see great potential in the forest guards. With enough opportunities, there will definitely be some among them who can pass the filtering. Or nobody wants to pass your fucking filtering. Sister's right, you will continue with the previous mission. Everyone salutes Luna and hurriedly disperse, leaving only Alpha and Luna on the silent snowfield. Sister? She turns around and gives Alpha a knowing smile. I know what you want to say. Luna hovers aside Alpha, looking at the snow and messy scene close by, and does not say anything more about it. Sister, did you meet Lucia? Understood. What do you mean understood, bro? That's not an answer. What do you think about her? Nothing in particular. She hasn't lost hope. That commandant looks pretty special too. Is he pretty though? Well, let her continue dreaming for a bit, at least until that day comes. What do you mean that day? Alright then. When she destroys our ARU, what? What? The howling frigid wind sends Luna's flowing locks flying behind her and her petite figure sways in the wind. They wanna destroy a facility that makes experiments on ascendant stuff. They wanna... Was that the facility? Yeah, I guess that was the facility in the ARO. In the area, that's the extra chapter. We found the military post. Next up, yeah, that's not what I was complaining. I was complaining like why we're coming back to this. Like the thing is done. I was absolutely not interested in how they reached the conclusion to go to the ARO and destroy the facility. Like I don't care. Move forward. We found the military post. Next up is the task of finding the other hidden facility. Leave this to me, will ya? Will ya? The thing is, every event matters in the late story. What are you talking about, IA? While investigating clues near the military post, she has a surprising encounter in the snow. Lucia, you're still alive! Wait, yo, it's them! Such concentration of the punishing virus. Has she become corrupted? Mural, Xon. How are they alive? The corrupted spoke. It's a long story, and don't get too close to me or you'll be infected too. Alright, this is interesting. She is secretly suppressing the punishing virus secretly within her body while warning them, trying to prevent the virus from spreading to the two of them. Oh, so she has a good heart. Why are you here? They said there was something strange with the corrupted numbers here and sent us to find out what the problem was and return after obtaining clues. Lucia, do you want to return to Babylonia with us? Are these like suicide bombers? No, I have no place there anymore. There was no news for a long time after you said you wanted to be recalled. I thought you were already... There were some technical issues, I heard. Mural scratches his head, slightly embarrassed but unable to hide the mirth in his voice. There have been a lot of casualties recently. It's getting very hard to create custom frames, and there are version issues as well. But the higher-ups said that they had to activate us at all costs, so as to investigate what happened then. However, they haven't been able to solve version issue, and with the lack of manpower, they had no choice but to sign some contract with the humans on Earth and rope them in to help. They're playing the pronoun game. I'm too tired for this shit, man. Contract? Do you mean to say there are people here who are able to support the research on Babylonia? Hearing what could be a clue, Alpha tightens her grip on her weapon and her voice takes on a serious tone. I don't know much about the research technology, but I did wake up in the military post over there. Agreeing on a contract and awakening us, those are things we've heard from the research inside. Good night everyone, classes tomorrow early morning, gotta get the 7 hours of EP. Thanks for the stream. We chapter 17, here we come. 6-8 more streams until we reach it maybe. Anyway, I can only hope. Good night, Kurt Kramer. Resting is productive. Hello, gang. Just woke up. What are you guys doing? Oh, damn. Well, hello, Ultra. Good morning, Ultra. Somebody goes to sleep. Somebody wakes up. Somebody streams. Also, this node is pretty long, man. They also had us stay temporarily in the military post for tests and to work with them on some simple missions. Mural and Xon don't know much about this either. Looking at the good-natured smile that Mural always has on, Alpha releases her grip on the hilt of her katana. This is so trippy, man. I thought everybody died then. Love you too, Deck. It's great that we're able to wake up again, but we still don't have any clues about what the boss wanted us to investigate. Yeah, we were attacked during recalling, and the data transfer was incomplete. We can't fully remember what happened during that incident. Shouldn't these two at this point know the black hair Lucia? And they saw this white hair one and they pretend nothing happened? Do you remember what happened back then? If you can't go back to Babylonia, at least tell us what really happened then. Impact, like some sort of third impact? They just finished Neon Genesis? That's a Honkai Impact reference, Ultra, you don't get it. Oh yeah, they saw some... They said they saw some Mega Gunners and they said they're Ultra plus 10. They said it's you plus 10, Ultra. What do you think about that? Alright. She suppresses the joy in her heart as she shares the buried pieces of her memory with her long-lost comrade. To think that something like this actually happened. They also made a copy of Lucia before I left, So you might see her if you go back to Babylonia. Oh yeah, they weren't on Babylonia, that makes sense. So they woke up here on Earth, in Ayaru. Another Lucia. Anyway, Lucia, you're a really sentimental person, aren't you? He chuckles as he puts his hands behind his head and relaxes. Seeing that familiar action, Alpha cannot help feeling a tinge of nostalgia. He still remembers how Xun was severely reprimanded during a military inspection for not standing up straight. Those things around your neck, are those our name tags? Oh! And the coding, the team insignia on the back has worn away. Sentimental? No. This was just to remind me never to forget what happened. That's what it means to be sentimental, Lucia. Xun was unfazed despite the hateful tone in her words, and kept his good humor. Oh really, that sounds like sentimentality to me. I know, right? Right? I kinda appreciate. You're much tamer than them and I kinda appreciate that. One of the these day talked about was milking each other. What? One of the thing. Oh my god. I think gooning is fine if you're not much a weirdo. I was just roasting. Yeah, fucking robots is not a weird things these days, huh? I was just roasting almost milk and jewers, but one chat doubled down and made it worse. Christ. What was the streamer saying? Did the streamer was just ignoring the chat? What did you saw? You want me gooning? What? I was traumatized. Oh yeah. By the way, can I have a look at my old tag? I'm feeling a little sentimental. Yeah. Not almost? Not almost? So he ignored it? He chuckles as he removes his current name tag and walks toward Alpha as if to make an exchange. Not the streamer, the chat. Yeah, well, what was the streamer saying? Didn't he have mods to like ban that shit? You're getting close, aren't you afraid of getting infected? Don't be a stranger now, it's just for a bit. Mural, you want to say it too, don't you? Yeah. Are they doing this like consciously? The two approach Alpha with complete trust, reaching out to take their name tags from her extended hand. But it was then that Alpha fell into a despicable trap. The joy in reuniting with her comrades was merely an illusion. Recalling is but false hope implanted to convince troops to keep advancing bravely. But just like a stone thrown into a deep lake, there has not been any sign from the other side. The two teammates standing before her was merely an AI hologram recording a program that has existed since the Golden Age. When people used to remember those who have passed on. As the illusion fell to pieces, so too did Alpha's euphoria, and all that was eventually left was the multiple force fields binding her. Oh, it's the guy, bro. Look, it's the same researcher people. Some streamers don't use mods. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a mod. So I assume he's also like a small streamer like me, but bro, even I have a mod. He's not popular. Oh. You gooners always go to not popular streamers chat and start gooning there, right, Ultra? Am I right, Ultra? Hey, but at least our Ultra is you know, it's a modest guy. Is it really okay to do this? Everyone said that these guys are basically corrupted that possess some level of intelligence, so there's no need for us to sympathize with them. I honestly felt the director's plan was foolish when he first came up with it. How can a corrupted be sentimental? If someone deceives me using my dead friends, I'll definitely. Young, strict voice. Take your bleeding hearts and stuff them somewhere else. When did you get here? Young strict voice. These monsters are our enemies, just like the corrupted and the punishing virus. Whether they have feelings or not doesn't matter. The young strict voice has a point, though. They are the enemy. In order to survive, we must continue our research with these methods. If we are to live to see the next daylight, sacrifices are unavoidable. Instead of sympathizing with the enemy, why don't you have a look at your material reserves for next month? Sorry, Director Kaplan. Director Kaplan? Continue your work. It's too late to turn back now. Too late to turn back now! Oh my god, 3 story nodes in a row. Yeah, you got me there, PGR. Hey, good luck, buddy. Oh, wee. Yeah, when is the thingy? Oh, it's... not... I mean... Alpha Lucia's backstory is so interesting to me. Don't worry, bro, you're a dog, bark on them. Lucia's story is almost the same as Virgil's. Hey, alright, bro. Limit Break, there you go. Welcome to Limit Break, Commandant. Yo, this is a Devil May Cry reference, guys. Tap here to enter the new chapter. New chapter? Please don't be reading. View the environmental effect of the current stage and environment. Weakness resistance. Enemy gains 20% corresponding elemental weakness and 10% other elemental resistance victory after defeat of 5 enemies. Tap here to close the environment interface. Where? Here? During... Yo, what's this song, bro? This song is bopping. That's not from Devil May Cry. Full song. During this limit break, the affixes you choose will apply to all enemies. The stage levels associated with the analysis points of the enemies and the affixes claim rewards in event mission after clearing the stage. Let's choose our enemies and affixes before entering. Choosing enemies and affixes? Why? Maximum quantity selected. What is this? What are these people? Enemy HP increases attacking the weakness, deals AoE through damage. Enemy deals more damage, characters' attacks also come with fire damage. Enemy deals more damage, characters' attacks also come with physical damage. Enemy deals more damage, characters' attacks also come with dark damage. What did the stage effects? Enemy gains 20% corresponding elemental weakness and 10% other elemental resistance. Well, what elemental weak? Which one? So it has 20% less weakness and 10% resistance or not, but it doesn't say which ones. I guess I can choose here. Choose this one. Well, you are reading it right now. God damn it, dog, you got me again, man. How does he do it? This event was cool though, it was little easy. I can choose only one character? I can choose anyone?
This won't take long.
Alright, so I choose fire damage, right?
And now
I did good, right? Buxit gamers? Anyone? Ow. Oh, son of a bitch. Come on, man. I dodged. Fuck off, man. That's a long animation. Why it went from 20 to 12? What did you think of what you read earlier?
what you lack is this?
I think it was very long and it was very confusing. And was kinda not. It's too early to make my any conclusions. They seem to go in a flashback to the time before extra chapter 02. I did not really care about it. And it's funny how Ascendants are so OP and powerful, but they can't fucking recruit anyone for shit, man. That's funny. My favorite enemies. Characters initial HP is fixed to 1000 and attack is fixed to 10. CB attacks is fixed to 10. Gain signal orbs at intervals. Some stages have restrictions on deployable characters. Choose the right enemies and affixes based on the available character. We have Dante. Fuck this guy. Take these guys. Enemy deals more damage, removes the effect temporarily, and reduces resistance when the enemy attack is dodged. Character deals more damage and when attacked reduces stacked resistance. So I need to not get attacked. Enemy takes more ignition damage and less other damage.
Leave it to me.
Let's go, brothers. It's like baby Babel Tower. I don't have Babel Tower, right? Wait, Babel Tower is from the story. He's bowing. Oh, interesting. Ooh. Will I do it? I did. Jackpot. Ooh, nice delay, bro. It's extremely old event, by the way, that was revamped. Limit Break was 4 years ago. Damn, they used the DMC reference 4 years ago? Wait, am I tripping? Limit Break. Was Limit Break in Devil May Cry 5? What were they calling those funny hands for Nero? They were calling them breakers something. I'm sure of that. Gains 20 resistance and loses 30% resistance when attacked by a summon. Ooh. I don't know these enemies, man. Gains HP. Characters' attacks also come with combo damage. Mid deals more damage. Character summons a random unit every enter. Character summons a random unit every enter a certain number of combos. Character summons a random unit every after a certain number of combos. Okay. Spreading Nightmare. All summons gain HP and Berserk 3. Enemy takes more Ultima slash damage and less other damage. Take it like this. Clearly for him.
Is it time to fight?
Devil Break. There you go, Devil Breakers. Yeah, so I was wrong.
Have you decided?
But it's a cool name for a Devil May Cry event. It's a eventception. Ow, 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 ow. Come on, man. Come on, man. Construct Captain Female. What's going on? They're not dying. Oh, she has Virgil summon swords. This reminds me of DMC enemy, the witch from Virgil's downfall. Oh, you can parry her. Ooh. This is easy mode, by the way. Once it's closed, hard mode will be unlocked. Those bubbles are sure annoying. They were locking me in place. This. Collab cards. Enemy has a color by default and has 50% more resistance when receiving damage of the same color. Reduces 30 seconds, during which time triggers did 44k AoE damage if attacked. Color. Color, do they mean like the orb color? Charge, whatever. Die. Only 3 pink can trigger special status. The enemy charges more frequently and deals damage to their allies when charging. When charging, enemy temporarily deals more damage and loses resistance. I'll pick Dante. For me, this event was beyond easy. Honestly, I cleared everything in 20 seconds. Everything in 20 seconds, bro? You won't load everything in 20 seconds. Yo, you can... Oh, come on, man. Not a real impact. This is real impact. That was a cool combo. On max difficulty? Bro, you won't take 20 seconds to go through all the load screens, bro. You're not fooling me. Oh, that's -1. Cool song.
Let me show you what I've got. What you lack is this. Huh. Thought you'd like it.
Oh, what's that third thingy? What I didn't do? Points missing for next level. What's this? Current analysis. How do I do that? Told me everything except how to do this. May I'll just do it again. I didn't use Dante because I didn't have him assess, but I used Virgil. I like Dante more than I really don't like how Virgil does the forward movement after he's dodging. What's this song?
It's showtime. Go back to hell. Show. Now the fun begins.
Ow! He's not dead. Pick all the big numbers basically. Pick the 200 enemy. Crank, that's the name of the song. I need to... Oh! Oh! Alright. I dig the music, bro. Music is cool.
And now I'm gonna play with you. Go back. Finish. Raining bolts.
Just max the score, I see. That was not intuitive for a noob like me. Do you do the shotgun stinger, man? Punk Dynamo. Cool song. Valics was playing baby mode, huh? So that's how you change the difficulties, like you select it yourself? Extreme dodge deals 2 damage to enemies and restores dodge gauge. Enemies are no longer affected by matrix. Interesting. Oh, and it's fucking ranged. Oh, so I have to do it like this, huh? Brave Dodger character deals less damage, but the damage increase for each expend dodge per. When character is attacked, remove 1 orb.
Leave it to me.
Let's go, Unk! You! Sure. Expected.
Go back to hell.
Fuck. He's not getting stunned, bro.
Now the fun begins. Go back to hell. Finish. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
What you lack is this.
For YouTube, we can find it as a Sons of Rat battle team, cause sometimes those just calling it Battle of Steel of the patch. The patch. Here are normals. P3 and shield breaks upon deployment. Enemy gains shield equal to 10% of max HP every 5 seconds. Remove the effect when taking QTE damage or deployment damage. QTE cooldown drops to second. Character initial HP is fixed. Take this. Character suffers damage decrease at intervals. The effect will be removed when character exits the battlefield. The enemy becomes immobile at intervals, receiving less damage from front but more damage from back. Enemy gain Berserk 3 and more healing. Enemy attacks reduce character dodge. Ooh.
Leave it to me.
Unk. Deadbeat Dad. And the goat. Let's go. Noctis, Final Fantasy 15.
And now I'm gonna play with you.
It's all about the QTE, man. Okay, I fucked up already.
Life and death are but a moment apart. Now you're on the other side of the line. Life and death.
Cool song.
Let me show you what I've got. Take this. Now the fun begins.
Son of a bitch attacked me, man. That's a very cool sound.
Have you decided which one of you will die first? Jackpot. Not bad. Go to hell.
Pow! The limit break team is exactly the limit break it's Bridget team. Or not, this is comic relief character, not a sad crybaby. Come on, man. Why you do my third main in Tekken 7 like that? You've cleared all the stages in easy mode. It sends me back in, bro. You can gain additional levels in hard mode, but it will also be more challenging. Let's do our best and get more rewards. Yes, ma'am, Celica. Ma'am. What was that thing I got? Character's initial HP is fixed, and CB attack is fixed. We already did this. Need 1k. Use 3. Enemy deals more damage and gains more resistance when having less HP. So why not? Enemy gains berserk, enemy deals more damage, removes the effect temporarily, and reduces resistance when the enemy attack is dodged. Take that one. Character deals more damage, and when attacked, reduces stack resistance. Enemy takes more ignition damage and less other damage.
Leave it to me.
Ignition! Can we do it? Is it doable?
And now, I'm gonna play with you.
Bang, 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 bang. Oh, he got me.
Now the fun begins. Go back to hell.
Jackpot.
Raining bullets. What you lack is this.
Kinda, I don't know. All my teams are cracked because I did max synergy. Never tried to use attacker only teams. Alright, I think I'm done. So that's the last thingy we get from this collab, right? And you guys said it's an old event anyway. Can we pull? We have one pull. What did we want? We wanted a CUB, right? Pick this one. There's no point in pulling for the brothers and for the weapons. Alright, let's go. Pray. Aww. Aww. What do we get? Oh, we got it. Why? I didn't notice it was red. Cool. Where is this? Wolf. Find this. Insufficient boost. What? Insufficient what? Damn red day. My color blindness cheated me, bro. I have to get these thingies? What? Hold on now, game. Hold the fuck up, man. What do you mean? Train. Evolve. Activate. We're picking this, yeah. Activate. There you go. We need two of them. Damn, really? We need two Cavaliers and two Cavaliers to get him an extra skill. That's a scam, man. Evolve, activate. Your clit combine, which is for shards. Oh. Can I buy those shards? Hold up. Where the fuck is combine? S equals 1 copy SS2. Yeah, the fucking mathematics of this. Bro, can I buy those thingies? How did I get it that time, but I can't find it this time? Train, evolve. Why does this only activate? Why, if I choose activate, I can't do like combine and activate? Collab they don't even have shards. But the item thingy, the game showed me the item thingy. Where are those shards again? I think it's in the shard shop, workshop, Euro shop. Holy fuck, bro! I stumbled upon them. Swear to God, I did stumble upon them. Or shop, there you go. Game, show me. Maybe I choose the wrong UB then. Maybe I choose the Alpha's motorcycle and I thought it's Dante's. Available, all of them. So basically I can upgrade my CUBs just by buying these. This is Crimson Abyss, right? There's no Crimson Weave one. Whatever. Go to main CUB because we have CUB menu. Only activate. Oh, I have 2 of these. Well. I clicked here, right? How does this work? Combine. Insufficient boosters. So I can buy. Oh, this is hers. So structural part of the combat unit booster motor will collect a certain number of them to create a combat unit booster. All the essence of the combat unit booster lies within its structure. Once there are sufficient parts, a CUB can be easily assembled. Interesting. It sucks I have one more Dante CUB too, but it's going to waste. Hey, got some stats, you know. Yeah, a little power boost, exactly. Everyone keeps saying that MGR is our next collab. I mean, MGR, sure, why not? Combine left bottom because of Bridget's team and Watanabe similarities. Pretty sure it could be, but I don't know. MGR might be amazing, but we don't know anything. I can click combine here. No duplicate CUB or insufficient required shot. Yeah, probably I should probably not think too hard about it. Do I have any other dupes? Of this. Well. I could never like get new ELFs in Honkai. This game is so generous. I have 2 of these. Who are you? Who are you for? Noctua? Hoktua? Enter CUB name? Come on, man. Transform. Who's this CUB for? Coach gamers, you should know. Why, yeah. Sia, who's leaving? Hector's is leaving. I can't keep the promise. I have to go to sleep because tomorrow is Monday. I love you guys so much, especially Valics. Second is Ultra. Second is Ultra, damn. Good night, Hector's. Can't wait to play as just Jetstream Sam, do some judo kicking. Sam was cool in the game. Poke to 1 in 2025. Pack it up, bro. Pack it up, Unk. For dark users, you can see them all by passive. Check their passives. Not combined. So I have only 2 unassigned ones. Nocto activates increases attack of Yuan Ye's carrier. Who is Yuan Ye? Time the carrier basic attack increase the carrier's dark damage. Ooh. Is Yuan Ye a character in the game? Yuan Ye's active skill. What the fuck? I guess Yuan Ye is not a character. After Yuan Ye casts a skill, its carrier's attack increases. What the oh, this is Yuan. Why? This has Yuan Ye. Nocto active skills, increase the attack. Time the carrier casts ripping skills. Increase the carrier's dark damage. Yuan Ye's carrier fire damage, so this is for fire. Nocto is dark passive skill, the CUB. India lightning, Yuan Ye's fire, seashell ice. It basically doesn't matter. They're A rank CUB, so who gives a fuck, I guess. Oh, you are. Oh, I already have you. Oh, look at this. Well, well, well. Can overclock it. Will this work? Damn, this game's a bitch. Oh, it's SS. Okay, this game's not a bitch. I think this is a waste. Oh, maybe we should give it to her. Then it won't be a waste. Scary. Simulation shop, advanced simulated battlefield. Oh, we can get. I don't think we can get it just by playing simulated battlefield. So what materials do we need? Overclock material. Support skill, support overclock bundle, support overclock bundle, integrated CUB. It's pretty expensive. Plus attack plus elemental damage, nice boost to have. Okay, max is not max. Which have only 2 skills. Let's read. Yuan Ye's active skill deals 20% more damage. Increase the attack of Yuan Ye's carrier. Raw attack plus, huh? For the carrier, for our mechanic girl. After Yuan Ye casts a skill, its carrier attack increases by 5. Enemies stunned by Yuan Ye take 2 extra damage. I don't think this guy can stun anyone. Yuan Ye's carrier's fire damage increased by %. Yes, this one is important. And I think I'll take the raw damage. Oh, we need more. There's something mesmerizing about this clicking, you know? Watching the numbers go up. I think if I will get introduced to cookie clicker, I'm gone. Increase the attack, and I want the raw attack, to be honest. I still don't know how to use Alpha Bike despite having correct skill and doing tutorials multiple times. Which Alpha? To activate the CUB by the button next, Alpha's charge will be on the bike. Yo, I know, but it doesn't work. To reactivate the CUB by the button next. I didn't get it. Whoa. Why the CUBs are so expensive, man? Don't worry, sure, bro. Okay, and this guy is dark damage. We have you. We have this guy. I'm not using. Didn't play this girl. Vera, maybe Vera, but I don't have a weapon for her. Buy one. To overclock it in. We're so weird because if your CUB skill is right, you should be able to. Works with every skin. I'm not bothering spending more on that. My Vera is like not upgraded at all, man.
You're just battle-data dump.
Like this Vera is outdated, right? There's no point in fully upgrading her, right? Most likely.
I kinda hate military ranks.
Watch me do it.
Honestly, I kinda hate military ranks.
We do have two CUB skills. One is pulling and second one is for damage and Alpha's right.
Go on. I don't want to waste time here.
I should do her CUB's tutorial. Sounds fun. You're talking about Crimson Weave, right? Because you guys don't play like old frames, old constructs. Oh, she's one of those. Oh shit, I can buy a lot. Hell yeah. More. Recoup its second one, go to the battle, do 2-3 pings, activate CUB skill and do her charge. They don't do power leap waffer bullshit anymore, right? I don't think Crimson. I think Crimson Weave doesn't have it. Yo, eye patch? Eye patch girl? Cool. Nice. We'll take this one. This. Da Vinci. Vinci. Guinevere. And Guinevere. So Guinevere. This. This. Oh. Guinevere. This. Or this. Crimson Weave has a lip. She does, and she uses those wafers. You use it all the time. I mean, you might be use it, but I buy it only once. Devil Bros don't have a wafer thingy. But do they still do that? Is like bad damage currently? Does that... Do they still use that technique mechanic bullshit? Ariel. What is Ariel? Bro, where is it? Ariel. Obtain. I'll try doing what you said, by the way. Thanks. 6. Use Sakura Crimson Ariel. So what is this? It's a katana. So she uses katanas. Need a katana with dark damage, I guess. What is others? Why they... Okay, bro. Katana. Oh, there's only one? Takes up 20% chance to call down a lightning strike. What? Vera Rosen? Really? That's the only 5-star katana we can buy? About leaps, yes, they are doing it. Next leap is for Watanabe Epitaph, so they're still doing it. I'm still mad that he doesn't have a new move. Guess we'll buy another Kujino Sata, bro. What can we do?
Prickly and beautiful.
Weapon is garbage for you, Vera. Frozen. He's a healer. Oh, she do be a medic, I guess. Yo, this looks sick. No wonder everybody likes her. Badass. Alright, anything else I can click on? The sesh. He is a sesh. Yeah. Would start using her more. Only Reza, I'll keep it. What's the number? 5k. Why is number so small? EA's Leap is amazing, still using her in some modes. In Abyss. Alright. Anything else to click? I don't think so. Yeah, so. Alright, peeps, I guess that's enough for today. I overstayed my welcome. He has a longer blade in his boss moves, and he can use sword slashes. Watanabe? There's a Watanabe boss? Do we know Veronica element yet? Day Sleep is amazing, still using her in some nodes. Lighting, if you remember right. Crimson Abyss, definitely not a lightning tank. Well, I guess that's it. Thank you for coming by. We'll stream probably after a day. We're lucky. Thanks for the coaching, guys, and see ya next time. Here's a heart from me to you. And remember, resting is productive. Guard. There. Boom. They're deep in thought.